insane. Two athletes from every state is like.
I'm so down.
It is the most linear dystopian commentary I've ever lived through.
I'm ready for it.
What are they called? Like Patriot Games or some shit?
Yeah, these Patriot.
That's fucking insane. That's like a dystopian 80s title, and for a modern young adult dystopian novel series.
So brilliant.
We live in such weird times. I don't know what's real anymore. Are we live?
I think it's the pre-show, but they can't hear us.
Oh, okay, so we're just here.
We could literally say whatever we want, and they won't hear us.
They'll never know.
Man, I was watching Heated Rivalry with John, and I think I'm telling you this before we go live.
Yeah, you got your own heated rivalry.
I'm pretty sure I'm super gay now.
Super gay.
Before I was like,
Maybe.
definitely closet, and
Yeah.
my wife only heavily suspects.
Right. It was
Now,
her to suspect. Now you suspect.
confirmed gay.
That's fair. That's
Good
fair.
thing
Heated
not
rivalry.
mentioning this.
Not while we're live.
John, just make sure to give me a heads up
Just give a little
so that way
wave.
I don't talk about this.
The excitement of
When we're
discovering
live.
your true self.
Have to be careful here.
Yeah.
Definitely being this careful.
A lot of message boards are thrilled to clip this out for Greg.
Man, if only people
man.
knew I leaked the Spider-Man trailer.
Man, if only. How you did it, I don't know, but I'm proud of you.
Wakey G over here.
I signed up to be part of a trailer company.
You played the long game.
They didn't do their bad.
15 years he's been waiting for the Spider-Man trailer to come out, and now it's time.
Leaked it myself.
That's
I know
right.
Every
Regular
thing.
part.
Brought in a little handheld camera.
Good thing we are not live.
Otherwise, trouble.
Pre-show is a savior. Helps me
Crazy
out.
thing that nobody's traced all these leaks back to you.
He uses his
After
own
all
IP
the
address.
different things you've leaked over
I've
time.
leaked most
So
things.
many things.
Yeah. All the Spider-Man No Way Home stuff.
That
was
picture, you were like,
I did.
Campia, don't run this.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, the king leaker.
I said, when in doubt, Campia.
There
Talk
it
about
is.
the genitals.
The Tobey
sure he
Maguire
knows.
genitals pic was all you did.
That's how you leaked the new trailer. You were like, Spider Junk. That's the file name. Yeah, that's right. Smash that. There's a lot of character names that have a lot of innuendo in this new Spider-Man movie.
No one's gonna smash this.
Say
Spider-Man.
sink your
Okay,
teeth on
Spider-Man is
this.
a chaste character, and with that, I'm gonna turn the microphones hot now so that people
Okay,
can
good.
actually hear
Oh,
us.
now we're live.
to be
And I'm gonna
Okay,
cut
it's
to
good.
you
We're
in
gonna be
three,
serious.
serious and real.
Yeah.
1. You guys are on
Focus.
camera. Be professional.
Oh, I've had a hard day today.
It's so serious.
It's been very emotional.
It's 10 o'clock.
It's been
Hard day.
long.
All right. I woke up, my eyes were sealed shut. I had no eyeballs.
Yeah, you got weird eyes today,
I
man.
don't know what's going on.
What's up, guys? We go live every Friday. We're going live earlier because I got a date with the missus because
Christmas.
won't be with her on Christmas because the Duffer Bros are like, no, we got to release Stranger Things on Christmas.
Hell yeah.
What if you enjoy no holidays this year? How about 0?
John and I will be here making love with each other
We will.
and being like, no, we're not supposed to be watching
your
Heated
viewing
Rivalry right now.
pleasure.
We're supposed to be watching Stranger Things.
Put it on again just one more time.
Why do we keep watching Heated
Just one more-
Rivalry?
This Stranger Things reaction looks a lot like Heated Rivalry.
I would come in on Christmas Day for more Heated Rivalry.
I think we react to Heated Rivalry, but then we put the Stranger Things footage over.
That's right.
So what people are watching is a reaction to that, but they got Stranger Things. So it just seems really weird.
No one knows what's going on.
No one knows what's going on.
I'm really missing a lot with this Mike Gay story.
Anyway,
You know, Gay has
Will,
a
sorry,
superpower in
Will.
this too.
I'm sorry, everyone was Will.
Will Bulk.
I'm a fake.
wait a
fan.
minute, John. Let's go to the super chats.
Right
Oh,
away.
hey.
Who did we get right here? They said Sebastian Yuntz. He's saying we can hear you. What does it mean they can hear us?
Oh no, what?
We didn't say anything that
Here,
was incriminating. did
I
we?
mean,
no, I don't think
that-
so. Obviously, we wouldn't. Not on air.
Highly
Not-
doubt it.
No, we don't sit in these chairs and not
No.
know what we're talking about.
No, who you see on camera is exactly the conversations that we
100
have
all the time.
off camera.
We can't hear you. There you are. You're on
Okay.
screen, Sebastian.
Uh-oh.
And they said, let's go. Thank you. Love you guys. Thanks for being our first super chat for today. Thanks for going live almost every Friday. What a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate you. Appreciate you, Sebastian. You're here every Friday. Well, guys, before we kick things off, give you a little bit of a rundown. It's going to be real simple. Marvel's leaks are crazy right now. You'd think they'd have a handle on this after 10 years.
I think they did. They were like the most locked down studio we had.
Yeah, they were able to keep Deadpool and Wolverine stuff under wraps.
Yeah, or
I
just
had
assumed.
no clue about that Blade cameo.
No, most people
No,
I feel like didn't.
That was such a shocker.
And that was
Yeah.
the last move. Like it's been up until now.
I was incredibly. I imagine you were too. We didn't see.
Oh,
it
yeah,
together. I was incredible. I was like, what?
Blew my
That
mind.
was fucking mind blowing. Yeah. But nowadays they would just put him in a chair and they go Wesley Snipes in Avengers Doomsday.
This is equally exciting.
This is how we
Reading
do it.
his name is equally exciting as to having an actual reveal. I see. Yes.
And then, this is like the Avengers. They have a 4 trailer release, so we want to talk about that. And then they're gonna have, and they already have one that's out
In theaters.
In theaters, bro, it's already out there. All right, Chris Evans is back as Captain America. They're not Steve Rogers, according to what we've been told. We're gonna wait to react to it.
I'd like to actually see the trailer that I've been told about.
Clearly, already been spoiled for us of what's
Just
in it.
every major publication.
Makes it hard. What people don't know about us is we genuinely, on a very sincere note, we take the reaction part very, very serious. When Multiverse of Madness, we watch. Okay, so John and I watched Spider-Man: No Way Home at the premiere. When the trailer came on for Multiverse of Madness, we only heard it. We didn't see it. We literally we closed our eyes and looked down. There's no reason to stay married to this narrative.
Right.
This is just what
This was years ago.
This is what we do.
Yeah.
And we understand that's a big part of Real Rejects. So we take the reacting part very serious, especially if we know we're going to be capturing a reaction for that on camera.
And this one's going to be hard because we know the thing that probably felt amazing to be surprised by.
Yeah. So it's all going to be getting spoiled for us. But we're still going to wait to watch the footage when it's actually out, even though we heard what's in it already. And, Spider-Man Brand New Day is having their leaks as well. So we're going to talk about, our thoughts on Steve Rogers coming back and we're going to want to talk about the leak culture as well and whatever you guys contribute in the Super Chats and Stream Labs today. Thank you guys so much. We see some are coming in. We're going to get to them actually sooner than later. So thank you guys so much for helping us out here. Our last couple streams have not been monetized. So this is a really big help. Thank you.
Yeah.
But before any of that, what's really important is that we say happy birthday, Tara Erickson.
Happy birthday, Tara Erickson.
Today is her actual birthday. So if you guys would be so kind, if you have a social media, if you can go to her Instagram at the Tara Erickson. Wish her a happy birthday. I know we'll make her day. She seeks validation like nobody else.
Go subscribe to the Rage Pod.
Yeah,
wherever the fine
that'd be a good
podcasts
gift.
are sold.
Yeah. Go support her in some way. She's
Buy a rainbow shirt, a windshield, and a Rage Pod sub.
big part of this channel. So thank you.
Yeah, everyone contributed to Tara's Safe Light auto glass account.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just do a quick little preview here on what we're seeing in the supers. We want to get to them much quicker than usual today.
Mixing it up.
So yeah, why don't we just talk about the Avengers Doomsday stuff first?
Okay.
Based off what I'm seeing on these super chats, and then of course we have Streamlabs as well. Steve Rogers is back.
Unceremoniously after actually keeping it a secret.
So what do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about the marketing plan? Or do you want to talk about the fact that Steve Rogers is for sure back?
Let's talk marketing first because I feel like that ties into my thoughts on him being back.
Okay. First off, my real question. Do you think this was at all planned for it to be leaked?
No. 10% of me thinks it's possible. I think that they released the footage to theaters and that someone acting in bad faith did this and that they tried taking it down and then lost the narrative and are now adjusting. I think that they were trying to do something bold and they did that with the chairs and it worked. We still talk about the chairs. They were chairs and it's marketing that was effective to the point we're talking about chairs. Yeah. That is the lowest cost way to advertise a huge thing ever. I think they genuinely were trying to do something that was going to get people in theaters, make the theater experience special. I think that Avatar obviously is going to be huge no matter what, but I hear it's $300 million budget. So if you're needing to clear $500 million to get in the, any sort of profit, you're going to want to incentivize that. I personally, as a theater person, so I like that it was encouraging the movie theater experience, but I think they didn't account for the 2025 of it all. You've got, TikTok culture is so much in theater filming. There's so much of like, you hear these like viral moments of like talk and say this and act like this and like be like the TikTok awards were last night and there were people live streaming in the front row of them watching
TikTok awards.
Yeah, the first annual TikTok awards.
That's good.
People were live streaming in the front row
Good music.
when there's the actual things happening.
Fucking insane.
How would you experience what's there if you're here? And then why would you want people to? If you're filming the awards, you cut people on their phones. There's not much more TikTok than that. So like, I feel like the culture, and it's hard because they ended up donating a lot of money to Feeding America, which I really respect. I think TikTok does a lot of good for media, but I think that it's also training a new generation to not understand media etiquette. And I think that's what's killing the theaters faster than anything. So I love the idea of getting people back in theaters, and I think Disney was trying to do that. I think they underestimated the lack of morale. Because it's a great idea. It's a really cool concept. 4 trailers that lead up to something and potentially 3 leading up to a big trailer and weekly releases like a comic book. I love all of that. I just don't know if in 2025 we can have nice things.
I think it'd be incredibly naive for them to not consider all the things you said. I think that they maybe didn't directly plan, let's leak it.
Sure.
I think they 100% knew it would be, though. That's where I'm at.
It's just so weird to have an announcement this big come out via people going, "Did you hear?" Like, what?
They know that leak culture is it's sadly, this is like this is the weird part about the zeitgeist, I guess would be the word for it, that we live in, is that leak culture in because of the way audiences are now does promote a movie while hindering the experience simultaneously, yet elevates anticipation. But ultimately, when you get to the final product, it kind of dilutes it. Isn't that weird?
It is psychologically weird because everything you just said, I totally agree with. But it's hard because from a business standpoint, they don't care.
They don't care. And they're not stupid.
But artists care. I'm not denigrating the artists. I want to make that clear because I think it's important we separate.
We're talking about producing and marketing.
Yeah.
We are here knowing that, well, if you plan that, if they said that to us, like, here's our plan, we're going to put it there. They're like, well, you can't do that. It'll leak.
Yeah.
We would know it'll leak right away.
There's no version.
We would know. There's no version. They would not be aware it would leak.
Unless you take everyone's phones in every pre-show, like a concert or a comedy show.
Yeah.
Which they should have done if they didn't want it to leak.
They wanted it to leak. When we saw, I think the No Way Home, especially the way how the leaks for No Way Home, I think was an absolute change in how leaks would forever go. Because unlike everything before, where they still try to keep certain things under wraps, of course. I think they're trying to find some fine line here. But No Way Home was unprecedented in how much that made No Way Home way more popular. Like, the leaks were insane, more insane than what we're getting right now. Like, they were insane, and they made more people talk about it and more people anticipate it way more than ever before. And then leak and theory culture became even worse.
Yeah.
You know? And so I fully believe they 100% knew that this would happen, and I think they were kind of counting on it.
It's just so messy because it is such an anticipated reveal. It's what, 2018 was Endgame? 19? It was 19. So it's been 6 years since we've seen this character. Everyone wanted him back. Chris Evans showed up at some red carpet looking like Steve Rogers, and everybody lost their mind. So like, oh, we know what's going to happen. And I love the idea of not announcing it in the chairs, but giving him his own trailer. That feels very much like a comic book.
Yeah.
That is completely undermined by the fact that we're talking about right now. We heard about it by way of the zeitgeist. Like, I'm not going to feel the same rush of watching that trailer. It's impossible. There's no reality where watching that trailer can feel like it's happening.
But and according to what I'm reading on certain posts, is that there's a lack of audience reaction in the theaters.
Maybe because they heard about it.
Maybe because they all heard about
it.
Oh,
what a concept.
Yeah.
Like you said, if we saw Wesley Snipes' name, maybe we wouldn't be as excited if we saw him pop up in Deadpool.
Yeah.
But they don't care because they're talking about it.
That's my point.
We're the problem. We have been
talking about it. Everyone's been talking about it all week because it leaked.
Right. It was ruined for me like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
And that's a long time to be like, well, and I still haven't seen it because I went to see a press screening of Avatar. Didn't have trailers on it. So I'm never going to get that moment until they release it officially. And then I'll know.
And how silly would it be to think that they can truly copyright every single version of this that's going to go out.
They also can't copyright our verbs.
It's going to have to.
We're walking around. We're talking about it.
But it's going to be. It's everywhere on the internet.
Yeah.
You know. It's so. The one that I saw that I was like, is this it? That I thought it was real for a second. I was like, oh wait, this can't be real. This is the one. Have you seen it where Robert Downey Jr. It's like he goes to his house and he's dressed up in like a green suit. He's confronting Chris Evans. And I was like, oh, I can't believe this got ruined for me.
It's just Jody in a green suit.
Totally like an AI bullshit. Like, oh, what the fuck? This got ruined.
I love that it's Dowdy in a green suit, like a regular suit. Is it like just like a two-piece?
No, I don't know. I didn't get a clear look at it.
I just love the
It's an
idea.
old-timey swimsuit.
Yeah, he's Namor. But I love the idea of Dowdy just like, hello, I am
It's like,
Victor.
hello there,
I
Captain
hate
America."
Steve. Like, that's such a funny idea.
Oh, God.
It is a bummer, man. And so the marketing side, I love the idea of the boldness, the novelty. I'm going with the optimism of getting people back in the theater, and people that are, looking at the empire that is Disney and be like, well, Avatar doesn't need it. I care so much more about the movie theater than any individual movie. And I thought I made that clear with Superman. Like, I loved the movie Superman. It's my top 5 of the year. I had an amazing experience with it. But I didn't love that it went to VOD so quickly because I thought it would hinder the movie theater actual industry. It ended up doing really well, balancing. Like, the drop-off wasn't as bad. It did numbers on VOD. That all made me happy. But at the end of the day, people went to see Avatar previews attached to other movies. People went to see Dark Knight Rises previews attached to other movies. There was an entire era where people would go, right now, The Odyssey. People are going to see Avatar to see The Odyssey. I know people that are leaving after The Odyssey. I happen to enjoy Avatar 3. If people don't care, they still went to the theater to see something before it. That culture is important to the movie theater, and I care more about that than even the consumer. The theater industry means more to me. It is unfortunate that that can't exist anymore to scale.
You know what metric I'm looking forward to, which I don't think we'll ever get because of what you're talking about? Because we already know a couple people who've done this, and it's like, of course they've done this. I did this with I Am Legend, where they played the Dark Knight prologue.
Sure, that's exactly what I'm talking
Did
about.
I watch I Am Legend 8 times? No.
Certainly not.
I saw the Dark Knight prologue 8 times, and then I returned my fucking ticket.
Yeah, and they're going to change things.
How
where
many
it's like,
how many people will do that?
Right.
There's so many people that will do that.
but with A-list, they won't return it.
They won't?
Why would you? If you've got 4 tickets a week and you're only going to see another movie that week.
Then
They'll penalize you now.
Do they?
I think you guys in the chat can correct me, but I believe they added some features where it's like you can't. They don't want you to just willy-nilly book a seat and not care if you don't go so that no one else can get the ticket.
I
If
don't
you don't
think-
scan in, there's like 3 or 4 a month you can get away with until there's a problem.
Yeah, something like that.
But
then that's
these
not-
people are scanning in, though.
That's not real promotion then for the theatrical experience. That's just people. It's like that's kind of like when people do ticket stubs for concerts and shit. Like they're not really. You're not really getting more quantity of individuals going to the theater.
But say a theater gets 40%. That's still 40% of $20.
You think there'll be people who will sit through another 3.5 hours of the same movie
No,
because
I'm
they want to watch another minute of Avengers Doomsday?
I'm saying they're going to not stay for the movie, but once you've already scanned the ticket in, why would you take the effort to return it if it's A-list?
Yeah, they'll get money, but it's not the long-term game
Sure.
of getting
100%.
people back in the theater.
I'm agreeing with you.
experience.
That is not, this isn't serving that like it used to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we don't have the Odyssey serving the theater experience like I'm Legend did.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have to imagine that the subscription model probably convolutes. Back when it was simple and you were just buying a ticket, going to watch this preview, and then leaving, there's like a very simple trail there where it's like the subscription price. How does that get divvied up between all the movies you go to in a month? You know,
Though, I do agree. I mean, I imagine you like it too. I like the idea I like the concept a lot. Of the 4 trailers. I think that's a really cool concept.
And weekly feels like a comic, and different character leads. It seems like that's their plan. That's cool.
Especially with the quantity of characters that they already have in it, it's a good way to make it feel like there's some breathing room.
Right.
And maybe there's a way to do this, you know?
And the first one being a reveal instead of just being another person we know from the chairs. That's cool.
And it's smart with having it be with the Russo brothers going out there essentially saying it's a sequel to Endgame.
Yeah.
To ignore the last 40 projects that have come out.
Totally the move.
To say it's kind of like a sequel. It's a great way to have that be in people's mind right away.
100%.
That it is like a sequel to Endgame because you're picking up right with the last thing we saw in Avengers Endgame.
I just put together, I wonder if whatever's in this trailer is part of what they're putting at the end of Endgame in that post-credit scene. I wonder if, like,
That would really
say this is a minute.
be weird, yeah.
maybe there's 2 minutes at the end because they're doing an extra post credit scene in Endgame. They've already said.
Oh, the one where Robert Downey Jr. shows up in his 2-piece suit.
Then he's at the door and he's like, "Hello, I'm Victor." That
In a
scene,
2-piece swimsuit.
you saw it
With a metal mask on.
9 months early. Greg's seen this scene. But what if that scene?
New mask, same task.
People in the chat
Why is he
really
only
want a
saying
reaction
lines?
to this AI slop clip.
Why is it? They're only saying the same lines he's already said in other movies before. That's so weird.
Someone on our community post, I want to shout him out. Someone on our community post pointed out something when I said that we're going to go live today at 10. And I was like, I did not put that together. That's so true. And I want to make sure I just shout this person out because I can't imagine they're the first person to say it, but they were the first one to point it out to me. Which is, come on, let me find it. Then we can move
a
on.
drum roll on here. I do have a rim shot, though.
I can't see it. Okay. That's fucking thing's not loading. Someone pointed out, sorry, I should have screenshot it.
He tried.
Is that they said this would be Chris Evans fighting Doom for the 3rd time.
That's really good. I like that.
I did not put that
That's a really
together.
good point.
Yeah. That's funny. Well,
He can also say new mask, same task, fighting Doom, but it's a guy in a new mask.
yeah, that's true.
They both can say that line and mean it.
So let's. I want to go into, of course, what Chris Evans, what this
actually
means, what some of the perhaps controversy surrounding it. But before that, John, what did people super chat us?
Oh my goodness, we got a handful already.
Hopefully, we can make proper chapter breaks for the playback here.
I was gonna say we want
Just pick it up. Yeah.
Where we left off.
All
Even
right,
if
well,
one
we
of
did
these super
Sebastian-
chats
we
happens
did-
to go into what we want to
All
talk
right,
about.
let's shift over to the thingy. There we go. We're on the super chat screen. We
Thank
got
you.
Sebastian Yuntz following themselves up. Let's go! Love you guys.
No,
Thanks.
we
did that
did
one.
that. We got to refresh it, buddy.
Oh, I
was
thought we
the-
only did We Can Hear You.
Nope,
I'm
nope,
sorry.
we definitely did the other
We did a little 1-2 punch.
Wow, thanks for letting me
okay.
just walk
You're
right into that
just
one.
managing
Speed run
a
into that
lot of
wall. Got a lot of-
stuff. Don't you fret, John.
All right. Thanks for turning out, though. We got a lovely
thank
turnout
you, guys.
so far.
Thank you.
Mitch! Oh, what are your leading theories as to why Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom?
Money.
I do just flash to the Comic-Con moment, Takes it off. It's just Robert Downey Jr. being Robert Downey Jr. in his mask, Same task, new mask. Or different mask? What is it? What is it? Same
Different
task.
mask, same task.
Different mask, same task.
Mask, task, yeah, what can you do?
My altruistic side thinks that Robert Downey Jr. did miss the Marvel Universe and wanted a challenge, and there's nothing more challenging than going from the anchor hero to the ultimate villain and actually proving himself as an actor. Like, he left Marvel to go do Oppenheimer and to go do The Judge and to go things that he wanted to be challenged. This is a challenge, so altruistically, I think it's Robert Downey Jr. wanting a challenge. Pessimistically, money. Not Downey money, which is ample, but money from the perspective of the business wanting a bankable thing, and the intrigue of Downey and us right now talking about it is this is all marketing, and they knew that announcing him at Comic-Con would be huge marketing for that con, and then would be huge marketing for the years to come leading up to the movie. So financially, it made a lot of sense. Does it make sense for the character? I cannot fathom how, and I'm very intrigued by that, and that is something, but I want to be altruistic.
The cool part of my fantasy brain is hearing Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher's voice, explaining a world.
Yeah.
And what if? But the what if would have to be, though, what if Tony Stark became Dr.
And
Doom?
he's Victor Von Doom.
Not what if Dr. Doom looked like Tony Stark.
It all ties into Wonder Man, and it looks like actor Robert Downey Jr.
It's the best part about this marketing is none of Wonder Man is getting properly promoted.
And it's getting dumped in one day, dude.
Getting dumped in one day.
January 27th, all of it.
All overshadowing anything with Wonder Man.
No trailers at all for that?
No, there are.
Yeah,
you just
they
don't hear about them.
Yeah, there's like two or
There's a
three.
lot.
They made it, and they just didn't release it.
Juju did a trailer with Yaya.
Yeah, that's right. Because he's that's right. I saw him talking about I'm in the Straw Hat Goofy. He'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now.
Canonically in universe, talking to Trevor Slattery and Simon, but is Juju in that trailer, but I haven't seen it. I don't know where
Josh
it is.
Gad and Juju are MCU canon now.
Canon.
And then Coy did a reaction to it, looking furious with jealousy.
That's my reaction.
But thanks, Mitch, for the question. What's
Happy
the
for
next
Juju.
one we got? Mine every week. My next here.
All right, here we go. Mayank Rananavare, thank you for chiming in. Hey, Greg and Coy. Hello from India. The Avengers Doomsday teaser did not play when I went to watch Avatar 3 today.
Awkward.
I watched the new Rockstar's video to know everything about the teaser. Chris
Oh,
Evans!
I heard that's happening in some screenings.
That would be insane if that's the whole gamble.
That is so stupid. You got to make sure you got that shit on lock.
Because I heard it was attached after the intro
Nicole Kidman.
videos. Yeah, like you go through all the trailers, then you go through, and then it's like attached to the movie itself, not to the trailer reel.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's causing the problem where they're forgetting to attach the little boop in between. Because the way you slot digitally is like there's an order that's supposed to be, and they're all files. But it's supposed to go in an array that all precedes the guy driving and then Nicole Kidman. I'm wondering if that's an actual problem because it's not where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Like when we used to lace film, there was an order of like where you'd splice the reel to go in front of the trailer. Digitally, it's just sliding, but there could be a thing where the file's not meant to live there and it's just not attaching.
Now, Minac, I read your question as if you went only to watch the trailer, and that got me also very curious now. Because I imagine you went to also watch Avatar 3, but how many people would actually go just to watch the trailer? And then what does that say about the Avatar franchise if they need Avengers trailer to promote Avatar?
Avatar has to make so much money.
Yeah, synergy. Netflix should
much
just buy them.
It's for the best.
Well, let's move on to Mike the Falcon.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike, for chiming in as well. Fail on not doing a trailer react to Disc Day.
What's Disc Day?
Disc Day? Discovery Day?
Discovery Day?
Oh, that the Steven Spielberg movie, Disclosure Day. Is
Oh,
what's it? Yeah.
Disclosure.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the new Steven Spielberg Alien picture. With
No, we'll just watch it.
Emily
We'll
Blunt.
just we'll just react to it. But I'm excited he's doing another film with David Kipp, who also wrote Jurassic Park and War of the Worlds. I didn't even look that up. I remembered that.
He's also a
shit.
huge UFO guy, so I'm really curious.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mike.
I mean, yes, Spielberg kind of pioneered. Didn't pioneer the alien genre, but he's a big prevalent part of pushing that forward in cinema quite a bit.
Aliens.
Yeah,
And
he came up with aliens.
I'm really curious to see him get another summer blockbuster. I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, like Ready Player One.
Woo! All right. Hannah Daniels, thank you for chiming in. Longtime watcher, first time commenter, bummed about rumors Sadie's Jean Grey. Hoped for 80s Spider-Man and his amazing friends Firestar X-Men intro.
Well, that's what I heard about the trailer. So here's the truth. I saw like a bit of it, but it's so bad looking. I don't know how anyone made sense of it. I didn't even bother to watch it. And I told this to Aaron, who actually made the attempt to watch it. And I was like, I couldn't make out anything, so I didn't even bother watching it. And
I have no interest in finding out anything by way of Blur.
but to my understanding, it doesn't tell you at all who she is in the trailer. It just has a hint as to maybe a type of position she might play by one line. But even that, it's like, what I heard is that it actually opens up more questions more than it does confirm or give any
love that, if
clarity
that's
on
the
who
case.
she is, actually. So she very well could still be Jean Grey.
I personally, no disrespect to Hannah, but I hope it is Jean Grey and not Firestar. Firestar would be a one-off, and Sadie Sink is better than that.
Yeah.
And I have no real attachment to the Amazing Friends other than the cute novelty of it. But like, I think Jean Grey got introduced heavily in Ultimate Spider-Man, the 2000s run with Bagley, and that was a really cool way to kind of have that teen angst play from Spider-Man's teen angst into the X-Men teen angst. And Sadie Sink is like a force. I want her in the MCU for 10 years. I
Yeah.
want her to like have a character.
Yeah.
I think she'd be a great Jean Grey.
Yeah.
So that's what I hope it is.
Yeah, I think she'd be a really good Jean Grey.
And I've been saying that since she was cast, that she needs to be long game. And if you want to introduce the X-Men, start doing it in other giant movies. I don't want to meet all the X-Men for the first time in an X-Men movie. Like what we had, the beauty of the Avengers was we'd met Cap, we'd met Thor. Like we built to the Avengers. I don't want to just start the X-Men like, here's the X-Men. Like, it won't feel like we've gotten time with them. Even if they've got 10 minutes of screen time in another movie and build to the X-Men, that'd be preferable.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. Well, before we move on to more super chats, and we got some Streamlabs, let's bring it back to the main subject at hand.
Yes.
We're bobbing and weaving today. We have a goal to actually end on time.
I believe in the stream.
I believe in it. So, Coy, let's bring it back to the main subject now. Chapter break. Chris Evans.
Yes.
What was your initial? Because we actually heard about him returning a long time ago, and it seemed like it was probably more than likely going to happen. What is your initial feelings on it, and have your feelings changed at all at knowing he is back?
To be honest, I think bringing back any of the people that died in Endgame or retired or left undermines not just Phase 4 and 5, but Endgame.
Sure.
I talk all the time about the perfect arcs that the big three got. I personally love, and there's video of me, I think it was 2019 Comic-Con. I got to talk to Marcus and McFeely, and we broke down the structure of each of their arcs, and they talked about how early they started planting the seeds of selfless to selfish, from selfish to selfless, and finding of self. Like those three perfect trajectories that all interweave with each other with the three is only possible in a 20 film running series that is so unique to the medium of shared universe and to comic books to get to accomplish something like that. So to wipe it away is upsetting. Like we're undermining it with Downey for sure, but now we're also undermining it by like, no matter how Steve Rogers comes back, it's not going to be us thinking about, hey, he finally made a decision for himself. He finally decided to put down being a soldier and he got to live not in wartime. He finally got to make a decision that was about him, not everyone else. I love that inversion of Downey and Evans. And now we're going to be getting an inversion of Downey and Evans, or an undermining of that, by having him return and either be too big of a factor fighting a Doom character because it's going to be like Civil War again, but not the guy that is the face that he thinks he feels about face. Or it's going to be like a relationship that he should have with Reed. Or it's going to be leaning into his Nazi elements that they've kind of eschewed over time. His fascism in Latveria is really tricky because there's elements of Doom that, especially in the recent One World Under Doom comic genius summer event, that show how Doom sees his benevolence as the ultimate in saving people. And all fascists do. All dictators believe they're doing the right thing. If we make it so obviously a Nazi parallel, there's no reality where Downey gets to have anything but mustache twirling to do. So worst case scenario, you're turning into a Red Skull light. Best case scenario, you're playing on the Civil War stuff, which undermines Reed. And neutral case scenario, you're undermining the brilliant arc that you landed after 23 films to get to that point. I don't see a net benefit except for money.
It is one of the rare times, because when I would watch any of these Avengers movies, I would think about Tony Stark and Iron Man. I would think about Captain America. Now I'm like hyper aware of the actor. You know,
like Chris Evans is back.
Yeah, I'm hyper aware. I don't know how I would like see past and only see Steve Rogers. Like he's so good in the role.
He really is.
That I imagine I would. I think that's a much.
Once you're watching the movie.
Yeah, once you're watching it, or even I'm sure watching the trailer, it's like, yeah, Steve Rogers is back. It does feel like. I wonder if I don't feel like we needed to know this. I feel like we didn't. I don't know if we needed to actually know that. Maybe they have.
It has to make so much money.
They've already ruined so many cameos, though.
Right.
They've already ruined so many appearances by the chair reveal that we keep going back to.
Right.
That I kind of wish they were at least attempting to. You know how No Way Home didn't ever do a confirmation that Andrew Garfield and Tobey, like, let us speculate, let us rumor, let the leaks happen, but never confirm that.
Right.
That way,
until
when it
2 weeks
happens,
in, and the first TV spot is like swinging.
yeah.
But we'd already all seen it. It already made $1 billion.
That's my point. Yeah. So I wish they kind of held off on that. But yes, it is a different time for Marvel now. So they do have to kind of get more butts and seats. And I don't know what the average audience member is like now, though. What I see is a constant divide with this. And I feel both feelings, if I'm being totally honest. I'm not trying to placate to both. I just naturally feel both. One side of me is like, I really like Chris Evans as Steve Rogers. So to see more of him sounds cool. And if you're going to do your big closeout and it has to be a sequel to Endgame, if you're going to bring Robert Downey Jr. back, I guess sure, bring him back too. It would be fun. I heard he might be the lead in the movie, which is kind of weird to me. Because then that definitely plays to your point of like, it shouldn't be a it shouldn't be a Captain America or Steve Rogers versus Robert Downey Jr. Doom. It shouldn't be. They want to sell us that this is a Doom proper.
Yeah.
It should be Reed then and Doom, right? But the other side too is a lot of people are picking up more on the desperation that that this is feeling like, and then the true nostalgia bait. And granted, that doesn't seem to be as strong or as work as much as it did before. So there's both this real optimistic and excited side where that still works, and then there's also this other side that is really negative towards the fact that they keep revealing all this, and they're relying on these characters coming back, which seems to undercut all the work they did before. And then, of course, the bigger conversation at hand. Because I've seen people already go back and forth about, like, they're saying Steve Rogers is back, not Captain America. I'm like, yeah, but it's not really going to help Anthony Mackie's case here. Like, it's still going to make people be like, they should just kick Anthony Mackie out and bring back Chris Evans. And so, it would probably be more exciting. Doctor Who is a great example. I know you don't watch Doctor Who, but you've heard of the actors who played him. David Tennant, Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do a crossover with the Doctors because they deal with time travel. There's one of the coolest crossovers ever is when Matt Smith and David Tennant have an episode together and they're working together. That is only great because Matt Smith had plenty of time to be a great doctor.
Yeah, he was his own man.
He was his own doctor. He wasn't in the shadow. He wasn't like, just bring back David Tennant. You know, there was none of that happening. If Anthony Mackie had that already with Captain America, and then Steve Rogers got to share the screen with him, then it would be so much cooler to me. It would be so much more exciting. And my worry is that the Russos are the ones who set up Anthony Mackie to be Captain America, and I don't want any type of... It's going to overshadow him like right away, and I don't feel like it really helps the conversation at all around Anthony Mackie. And this is coming from a guy who really didn't like that Captain America Brave New World movie. I'm still rooting for him, though, to, you know what I'm trying to say.
My big tinfoil hat theory is recently they relaunched Captain America, and it's written by Chip Zdarsky. And Chip Zdarsky is, I think, one of the best comic writers.
Done?
He did Spider-Man Life Story. He did one of the best runs of Daredevil of all time. The really long-running one that a lot of the characters that are being adapted is from. Chip Zdarsky is one of the GOATs. He's incredible. Sex Criminals is great. He's so good, Zdarsky, both as an artist and a writer. But he's known for bold swings and them working. Like, Zdarsky is a legend of Marvel. He actually got started on Howard the Duck after Guardians 1, but he's great. He just did a Captain America relaunch, and my crazy theory is the Ultimate Universe, that is the #1 selling Marvel comic, is ending unceremoniously in January. They're doing a big year 2, and then it's ending. They're canceling all the Ultimate titles. Ultimate Spider-Man is ending at 24. It is the #1 selling Marvel title week after week, month after month. I think they might do a big New 52-esque like thing and make Cap and Doom enemies in a bigger way, because the most recent issue of Captain America, I think it was issue 4, is a much bigger Captain America and Doom have a long rivalry in a big way. I know they made Amon Villani a mutant because they wanted it to tie into the mutant-ness of the MCU in the show. Yeah. I'm wondering if they're going to start doing that with comics where, like, Cap and Doom are really more of enemies than you realized. I think they're going to start changing the mediums to reflect the movies, not the other way around.
Oh, yeah,
and I think
that's the best default, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So you're like, there's a comic.
It's based
on the comic.
Yeah.
What worries me is that it's alienating the comic fans if you suddenly make that more important than it ever has been. But also, this is the first time Marvel has been like the Patriots. Like, the Patriots won every Super Bowl for a long time, so they were hated by default. And then when they started not winning, it was so easy to hate them more because it's like, oh, you don't have Brady and Belichick. You guys aren't even a team. To me, this feels like the Patriots after winning like 6 Super Bowls, and they're going to be coming back. I don't know if you can weigh on the Steve Rogers thing in the way you could have 5 years ago, because the people that are saying there's no reactions in theaters, I don't know if that's true or not, but I guarantee you it's being augmented by people that aren't excited, wanting it to be true.
Yeah.
No one's going to text, tweet, Instagram post about how excited people were, because it's not cool. It's not in vogue to be excited for Marvel. It's popular to be mad at Marvel. Yeah. So if there's a great reaction, we're not going to see the Thor landing with the hammer footage. We're only going to see like and that's all we're going to hear about. I don't think they can play the same games they did before. So they shouldn't have revealed it, in my opinion, because you're not going to get that hype.
Yeah.
They need to be the underdog, and they need to come out swinging and make this incredible movie. But you've got people that are running a business trying to make sure they get butts and seats.
Yeah.
So it's a really hard line to walk. I don't envy them. I really want them to do well. I don't think this was the move.
No. John, how do you feel about Steve Rogers coming back?
Can't.
Oh, no.
So excited. I can't even be on camera right now. I mean, I'm with you guys. I'm torn about it because obviously, yeah, it's nice to give him a happily ever after, and it's nice in the MCU to feel like there is something finite that can just be well-rounded and have an ending of sorts. And I mean, it is such a significant coda to that movie. It's one of those things where everything they're doing, to your point, is they're doing all these things that could potentially undermine, which is raising the stakes in a fascinating way. But so much could go wrong, and it feels like there's so little. I feel like it's Doctor Strange at the end of Endgame, where it's I've looked at every possible reality, and there's only a couple where this actually works. And
That's
I hope
really funny. That's exactly how I feel.
And I hope that we're in that reality, but I am certainly apprehensive. So it's nice to have the anticipation factor for some huge Marvel thing, but it's the first time that it's come with such a high degree of apprehension for me. That makes sense.
But the big thing they needed though is people talking.
And it's working.
People are talking. They are talking. Whether it's cynical or positive, people are talking, and this is the type of cynicism that will still get people to watch.
I totally agree.
Yeah, it's not the type of woke MCU and those people who won't go.
Dude, have you seen the cast list?
What do you mean?
When they did Brazil and they had all the cast, there's 4 teams and they put up all the things. It's dudes. It was so funny that when you actually look at who's in this movie, it's that's 8 out of 10 dudes. Got a lot of dudes. It was they read every MCU thing. They're we got to fire all the women.
We won, boys.
Yeah.
We won, fellas.
A lot of cock in the Doomsday.
No girls allowed in the treehouse.
That's right. That's right. Swinging that big old Doomsday clock. It's crazy. It's
I hope he wears the big Flavor Flav clock.
I hadn't realized it was so dude heavy until I saw the cast, and I was they really did not want this to be called MCU. They are about the man meat. Trying to think of words I can say on YouTube, but it's heavy.
Yeah. Well, it's because I
the
think
C stands for something else.
I mean, the Marvels are I mean, I don't know about Iman Vellani, but Brie Larson has to be in this, and Tiana Paris has to be in this.
With the way that ended, yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope Iman Vellani's in it just so she can geek out.
I
want
she's in it.
Iman Vellani to be in it as much as I want Ms. Marvel to be in it.
I want nothing but Iman Vellani and Tom Holland to interact.
Dude, so bad.
That's
so
my
much so.
dream of watching people interact.
Well, it's because she's playing the modern version of Silver Age Spider-Man. That's the character. Ms. Marvel is so much our modern take on that character. And Tom's doing such a good job playing the modern Spider-Man. I want that. Yeah, I totally agree.
All right, before we move on to a little bit of Spider-Man talk, John, can we hop into the Streamlabs? Thank you, guys.
Yes, of course.
We're seeing these are coming in. We are going to be on track today.
I believe in us.
Streamlab, Super Chat break, then Spider-Man talk.
Heck yeah. All right, let's switch out this screen.
So the first one is from Steven.
All right. Esteban.
10:07 a.m. Hey, we're getting to it much quicker.
Hey.
Usually 2.5 hours.
Hey. We'd like to be expedient. Steven, thank you for chiming in. You said last week, sometimes you like to use recliners watching movies in cinemas. Well, in the UK, there's a cinema chain offering luxury pods and beds. My question is why? Beds are for sleeping in, not watching a film in cinema. Big love from the UK.
Oh, I think a bed is pushing it.
There are pods that I pick where it's it lays down. It's practically a bed. It's a seat that lays all the way back.
Like a airplane bed.
Yeah,
like those
a first class
business
seat.
class, first class beds that are not as comfortable as people might.
They're not worth $3,000.
Yeah, there's this is really tight.
It's way too much for the time you're in it.
A bed just seems like way too.
A bed though,
a bridge too far.
I imagine a Tempur-Pedic when he was saying that, and with settings and cooling settings and stuff. I think that's a little too far because I think a big part is energy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Energy, and I think a bed pulls out energy
by nature.
Yeah, And you want a distinguished experience from watching in your home,
Right.
you know? And
Comfort's important, but there's too much comfort.
yeah, like
That's my point last week. Like, honestly.
Yeah,
I feel
you're-
like
you're
I'm in my
the-
living room in the big squishy recliner chair, and then I am not as engaged.
I don't have anything that comfortable in my living room.
Yeah, I don't.
I
have
don't
any-
either, but it feels like a thing
But
that should be in a living
metaphorically,
room.
John's metaphorical
I'm-
lazy boy.
Well, and I don't. My back requires a firmer chair. I think.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's personal for me, but like a bed is ridiculous. Like, don't go to the movies if you're going to be in bed.
Yeah.
Also, it encourages other bad behavior. I used to work at an iPick, and we had to throw out some blankets.
Oh, really?
I was about to say.
There were times that I had to make awkward conversations and take care of things, and it was unpleasant.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I dig.
I worked there during 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, no way.
I worked there for 50 Shades. I worked there for Bad Moms, which was surprisingly a horny crowd. Worked there for like some...
for Magic Mike.
I did. I unbuttoned a button or two, made some money.
One of my biggest regrets, not going to a theater with a bunch of
Oh,
older
dude.
women for Magic
It
Mike.
was amazing, dude.
That's like
That
such
theater
a-
smelled like...
Yeah.
It was like pheromones in there. You walked
Yeah.
in, it was like a musky, beautiful, like... It was
You'll have
it
your
was
first
wet.
period at that screen.
100%. That room was moist for days.
horny 40-year-old women. is what
Yeah,
I
dude.
really
It was,
wanted
it was the
to be
best.
around for.
That was like some of the most profitable theaters, too. It was really solid. But yeah, you don't want beds for a lot of reasons.
Anyway,
Thanks.
let's
Steven.
move on to Hassan Ali. I mean, no,
yeah.
yeah, Hassan Ali.
Yeah, but I'm glad we're in agreement though. Hassana Ali, thank you for chiming in. Very shocking news in Hollywood recently about the death of Rob and Michelle Reiner, legendary filmmaker. Absolutely, that was. I think all of us are still kind of reeling from that.
It's been a talk around here off camera quite a bit. You interviewed him, right? Not long
He is a
ago.
huge reason that I had so much. Like, I worked with THR a lot over the summer and into the fall because of him. I did a New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. I had a bunch of interviews, and Rob Reiner's was the last of my first day. And the chaos of Comic Con, they were running a little late, and they were all so apologetic. And I was like, "It's Rob Reiner. I will stay until 11 o'clock at night. I will. It's not a problem."
Yeah.
So I tucked in, and then when they got there, they were like so appreciative that we waited, and it was not a problem. But they were like, "If you want a little extra time," and I was like, "Yes, I would like more time with Rob Reiner."
Yeah.
So we talked before we were getting set up, and it was this really, really special moment for me because I'm a huge fan of his. And I told him, I was like, "You're one of the great living, working directors. It's actually an honor to talk to you. I talk to people for a living. I don't get this excitement as often anymore. It really means a lot that like you're here, and thank you for being at Comic-Con." And he's like, "So, you a little intimidated? Or are you excited?" Like he was like challenging me, and I was like, "A little of both." He was like, "That's my boy." And we had this really like fun like setup banter that made me really excited in all the positive ways. And hearing his voice was like hearing childhood. That man's voice is so many iconic things, whether it's acting or what he produced. Like he's also an incredible TV producer. Behind the scenes footage of TV for him is like so many things. But like as a director, he was 7 for 7 across genres, and it changed my view of what a director could be. So to interview him, we were interviewing about This Is Spinal Tap 2. And This Is Spinal Tap is, I think, the greatest mockumentary ever made. I hadn't seen 2 yet at the time, but talking about it was so exciting because it was so meta, and I love meta. And I think the first one was like ahead of its time meta, and it was before the second one to come out, and we were talking about the meta nature of modern society. So I got to dive deep into meta modernism with someone that could actually talk my language about it. I got to talk about all these things, but I made it 80% about that, 20% about the rest of his career. And the excitement he got talking about how the bucket list was something he invented and now it's modern lexicon. The excitement he got finding out that like the Superman press tour, we framed so much around The Princess Bride because that's Cornset's one of his favorite movies, and Reiner loves Superman. So there were so many things that I got to like give someone that gave so much to me joy. But the interview itself was going to be like 10 minutes. It ended up being 25, I think, and we trimmed it down to 15 for the cut. But the whole time we were like in this great sync, and it was like I'd known the guy forever. He made it so comfortable, and he was so giving with his time and energy. And after the interview, he thanked me a bunch, and we ended up talking again. And then I was at a party over the weekend at the Comic-Con, and his team came over and they're like, "Hey, that was Rob's favorite interview of the con, and he was so glad he came down for that." And he like, we had this really special moment with his team, and I was like, I'm honored you guys came to tell me this. This means that gave me the juice to deal with 20 bad interviews. Like I was like, oh my God, this is everything. And then I found out he asked me to come and interview the Spinal Tap cast himself to THR. So I sat down with the Spinal Tap musicians, not with the actors. I sat down with Spinal Tap in character, and I needed to stay in character. So I got to do improv with legends for 20 minutes, an episode of TV in character. All my questions had to be about their character. It was so special. And I found out it was because he asked that I come. And then I found out at the premiere the next night, they all asked where I was because there was going to be originally the first draft of Spinal Tap. Their friend named Coy was in the script and they'd never met another Coy. So all of the guys were so excited. Rob had told them about me. Like I left an impact on Rob Reiner to the point where I got brought back in. And like that dude did not have to be so kind. He didn't have to, like, he's a legend. And we spent a lot of time together and then he helped further my career. Like he went out of his way to make sure like when I meet someone and they're good at their job, I always like to make sure people know. He did that himself for me, and he's the legend. So this death is like, it's brutal because no one is that kind and no one is that much of a legend that actually still remembers what's it like to just be getting started or just be like adjusting your stuff. And he went out of his way to like really support and just a really good dude and like so warm, so pleasant. It's been fucking me up. So yeah, crazy. And the way it happened is always going to be like an asterisk in his career, which is awful. Like I hate that like now we're talking about him and it's not, about Princess Bride or Bucket List or, My Girl or his infinite number of career attributes. Like this will always be something that comes up in it. And I hate that for his legacy.
I feel your pain.
It's been a rough week. It's been, usually stuff doesn't hit me because, I don't like parasocial relationships. I think it's gross when there's that thing where like, I totally knew them because of their work. And I get that it's human nature to connect. But usually it's like people profiting off of other people's death that really bothers me. Like all the posts that are like, well, this is about me and my experience of. So I haven't really wanted to talk about it too much, but I also think that he did affect me in such a specific way that I want to honor that. So it's been a tricky week. Yeah, it's been hard. He's a very special guy and his work hopefully lasts lifetimes. I think it will.
Well, we appreciate your vulnerability and we appreciate you being very honest about it. Thank you for sharing that.
That was a long answer, but hopefully. Rob Reiner meant a lot to me. Rob Reiner means
Is that worth $3, man?
Rob Reiner means a lot to me. Huh? He's a very special artist and creator.
Great. Thank you for sharing that. That's probably the best thing that could have been said right now. Thank you.
That's the way we keep people around,
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to always have a little anecdote or memory or attachment to. I rewatched When Harry Met Sally like in honor, and I definitely will be watching Princess Bride over the holiday because I always do. But yeah, it's gonna have a little bit of a different flavor right now.
I've never seen When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, dude, it's the best fall movie of all time.
Oh, that's my favorite season.
It's an autumnal film.
Add it to the reaction list.
Hey,
and I got to do my girl.
Never seen My Girl?
No.
Dude,
I don't think I've seen that.
I would argue he went 7 for 7 with his debut onward, and that's insane run.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Hasena. Steven's back. Steven says, went to see Avatar Fire and Ash this morning, and it done what I feared. It focused on how it looked, which looked stunning, but lacked on story or connection to characters. The Major was disappointing in this, but loved him in the first 2 films. Coy, fight this man. Fight Steven. Coy loves Avatar now.
I think it's... I am one of the most casual Avatar goers. I really enjoy the spectacle, but I rarely connect to the films. The first one I think is revolutionary in its visuals, and I remember thinking fondly of the theatrical experience, but when I revisited, I'm like... I'm happy James Cameron's happy. And then the second one came out, but it's like, it's better than the first. And I was like, I don't care about anyone. And I feel like that movie is really trying to get you to care. So I was very upset that I couldn't connect. Went back and saw it a second time and felt even more disconnected. So I went into Avatar 3 like, I'm going to see some shiny. And I was excited for shiny. I think that helped me because instead of expecting cinema, I expected shiny, and I actually got cinema. Like, I was connected to the characters way more. I cared way more about the family. I actually personally, respectfully disagree. I connected way more to the general now that he wasn't just, I'm a bad guy. I think Stephen Lang did a good job not playing I'm a bad guy for all 3 films, but this time I actually felt the nuance of why he was torn over his son versus just I'm torn because the script says I need to be. I also really like the concept of Jake Sully being an inspiration as a father to someone that doesn't know how to be a father in a way that would feel so counterproductive to him as a man. There's a lot of really interesting masculinity concepts, and most of all, what I like about the film is there's so often man versus nature. Like there's the three main tropes: man versus self, man versus man, man versus nature. Rarely is there nature versus man, wherein nature has to have the strength that we should in life. I am someone who struggles politically because I consider the people that I identify with more often than not as fairly toothless. And I really struggle in modern society where like society feels like it's crumbling, identifying with people that are bitches. And the movie actually decides to show that you can be someone that believes and cares for others and not be a bitch. And it made that a plot point. Like there's an entire third act where it's like, hey, I know we've been doing this for a long time and we've decided to be pussies, but maybe we don't be pussies now. And I like that the movie decided to like show some strength in also being empathetic. So I fuck with it.
All right. Not the popular opinion, but you made me appreciate it more.
I'm glad. It really is my favorite one.
Yeah. I liked it more than the first.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
Leave it at
James
that. John and I talked about it extensively already.
You can go check out our
you go check
review.
it out.
We're
Check out their
streaming
reviews
right
on this
now.
very
All right.
page.
Real Rejects YouTube channel. The review did pretty well.
I thought
did pretty well.
I thought it was okay.
I got a non-spoiler and a spoiler review up on my page that I get into way more at length, but I'm glad we all thought it was fine.
Yeah.
And up.
For the most part.
All right. Thank you, Steven. I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it as much as Coy. George Green, thank you for chiming in.
I kept saying my girl, Stand By Me. I'm so sorry. My girl,
Wow.
yeah, Stand By Me.
No worries.
I'm so I just want to make sure the chat, thank you for correcting me. I appreciate it.
Well, we don't stand by that error. George Green, thank you for chiming in. Hey, guys, a few months ago, I let you know that Greg inspired me to lose weight and get in shape. Here's the update on the progress. I have lost a total of 132 pounds in 7 months.
Whoa.
608 down to
Whoa.
476. Thank you for being such an incredible person and inspiration.
Damn, that's impressive.
132 pounds in 7 months is incredible.
There's no way you can make your progress about anything I did, man. That was all you. Congratulations. That's very impressive. I think the heavier you are, like a lot of people don't compute it, is that, oh, obviously the heavier you are, the easier it should be to feel motivated to lose weight. But really that puts you in some type of cycle where you can actually shame yourself. You escape with more food. Like when you feel bad about yourself, that's how you end up getting to a point where food becomes like very addicting. I mean, there could be like genetic reasons and whatever, but a lot of the time it is a drug that it becomes. And so they say a lot of it's psychological. So this is also the discipline to say no to things you're tempted to have. Even if you're honestly, if you do Ozempic or Mounjaro, I'm not saying you do, but even if you are, that's still impressive, because there's a lot of people who do that and they don't lose weight. So all the credit goes to you, man. Congratulations. That's very impressive. Very impressive.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
We talk a lot about fitness here.
It's you and me.
Even off camera, we do. It's a big
This
part.
is a very, very slow backdoor pilot to a fitness podcast.
Yeah. The 10-year plan.
Really impressive.
No, commends, man. That's insane.
Absolutely. And then Dan V, for now, closing out this chapter of the Super Chat, the Streamlabs. Dan V900 says, my big worry with Doomsday and with Steve back is even more of a major concern is that we aren't digging into the Doom and Reed rivalry, as you guys have brought up. Steve versus an alternate Tony feels very lazy. Just feels desperate and grasping for money. No faith in the characters, too. In the new characters.
I feel like that is the biggest disservice, which we like briefly touched on. I feel like that is the biggest disservice that you'd be doing to this.
Everyone knew.
Like when I hear Steve Rogers is back, it pits it back more to the fact that it's the face of Tony Stark, and then it's probably going to be more on that emphasis of the face of Tony Stark and Chris Evans, who is, altruistic Captain America guy and who has to contend with this and will probably have a hard time fighting this gentleman. And it takes away from the thing that we have wanted in the MCU with Doctor Doom, is that we haven't gotten a really good adaptation yet of Mr. Fantastic pitted against Doctor Doom. We just haven't gotten that yet. And bringing Steve Rogers back seems like there will be more emphasis on that. Could be wrong. Very much could be wrong. That is the main concern that I do have is robbing us of that.
What's tricky for me is that I can do the thing that I always have to do with comic movies is you have to separate the comic from the movie because it's not an adaptation or a translation that's meant to be direct. It is a adaptation that's meant to be like for the medium of. That's why Civil War is not Civil War. That's why, when you translate a thing, and I get that the MCU is doing something different with these characters. So if I somehow put that hat firmly on and ignore 70 years of character work, 60 plus years of character work with Doom, I still have to contend with the fact that they're undermining phase 4 and 5. Like, even if I just look at the movies, if you're bringing back, I've been saying since Endgame ended, they're going to do playing the hits if they have trouble with phase 4 and 5. And now that they're playing the hits, it really does make every album they release since then not on their greatest hits CD highlighted. And that's a real bummer because this was supposed to be Shang-Chi, this was supposed to be Kang, this was supposed to be Fantastic Four, this was supposed to be these new characters, and now it just can't be.
Yeah. I concur. So guys, going to give you a 2-minute heads up. In 2 minutes, we will be disabling the super chats from coming in. We will, of course, do every single one that does come in. But in 2 minutes, we will disable it. And so thank you guys, because we know we got a good amount that we do have to go through. But I'm previewing them. Just wanting to see if any of this stuff would pop up in here, but apparently not. So let's just take a few minutes, Coy. We'll call this chapter the Spider-Man Brand New Day Talk. I'm going to respect whatever you want, though.
I don't want to know anything in the trailer.
You don't want to know Jack.
If possible.
Okay, then I won't tell you.
I now know Sadie Sink is in the trailer. I didn't know that until I sat in this chair.
I don't know if she's in the trailer, but you hear her voice.
Okay. I've avoided. I need to be off the internet anyway, but I've avoided specifically Spider-Man Brand New Day because it's my #1 comic movie of next year.
Well, IGN, but when it comes out officially, we will have a very in-depth video to talk about that, and that's going to be a great day.
We'll watch the trailer that day.
To my understanding, there's like a couple of things. I won't say any specifics. There's like a couple of things that raised questions about, are they going to do this in it? But for the most part, it's things we already know. Punisher's in it, Hulk's in it. All the things we've talked about before of the villains that we know are going to be in it. And
full trailer.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. But then there's like a couple of poses and, and there's a line from Sadie Sink that has people speculating about what roles she might have. And like IGN.
New mask, same time.
Yeah. Like, why is everyone saying this?
What is that tagline?
So to me, the surprising part about this leak is this is why I have such a tinfoil hat on about is this really an accident? Reason, because then a better quality version went up apparently
Of Spider-Man.
Of this trailer. Yeah, apparently there's a better quality version that was circulating.
Okay.
And like with No Way Home, they had an exact situation happen where a bad quality, unfinished version went out.
Yeah.
And the internet loved it. Just like right now. They loved it. And we already saw, and the reason why I'm saying, like, I don't feel like it might not be as accidental as we think it is. Because a lot of what's in there, imagine if we didn't know the Punisher was in there.
Right.
Imagine if we didn't know Hulk was in this movie. Imagine we didn't know those things. But they announced it in the trades.
Sure.
And then they let us see a lot of shit on sets where they knew the public would be taking photos. They let everyone in on it to make us sort of feel like we're seeing shit that maybe we shouldn't be seeing.
It was great marketing. Great
marketing to make it have the feeling of a leak or something we shouldn't be.
But then closed off the dialogues days. Like they had specifically the shots we saw him swinging and stuff. They did in the same area. They did dialogue and they closed those days.
Yeah,
which I thought was genius because we didn't get plot. Leaks.
And I'm saying that it just seems like a little naive, again, and a little odd to me. That the exact same thing would happen with the next Spider-Man movie.
Which is out even sooner than Doomsday.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, actually is around the right time for a new trailer.
Like, how can they not have... If they really wanted this shit to be nipped in the butt, don't you think they would have been like, okay, what went wrong last time?
Right.
Maybe we should have let the exact same thing that happened happen again.
Also, Brand New Day is not meant to be attached to Avatar. So, where was this trailer shown? Like, how is this trailer leaked? Is my point. Like,
I don't know, trailer companies, and then maybe for editing purposes or something like that, because you get a lot of like VFX, like
Right,
the
you gotta
VFX
approve the
scene.
trailer.
There's a lot of different steps because like there's unfinished
the
VFX.
timing's crazy with Avatar. Like, I'm just pointing out that like Doomsday, that's out in theaters right now. So that leak at least chronologically makes sense.
And then for months there was rumors that the trailer would come out with Avatar.
Right.
So
Is
this to me,
this thing on actually?
a big.
Will Arnett, big Spidey guy, demanded it.
I'm just saying, it's a little odd to me that a lot of these things they seem to have gotten a handle on, and then suddenly they don't have a handle on it.
Right.
I'm very suspicious that this is all some giant accident.
Yeah. It's hard because I don't think Sony would ever be like, here's an unfinished visual effects trailer. But then that's plausible deniability.
But that worked for them.
And that's crazy because, like, you're right. I vaguely do remember that with No Way Home. But at the same time, I released the No Way Home trailer with Tom, and they wouldn't even let me see that trailer without security guards. Like, when I did that big event with Tom Holland at the theater, they played me the trailer in a private room that had security outside it and inside watching it. And they let me watch it twice so I could, like, host Tom. That was how they treated that trailer. But that was the final trailer.
I'm saying that I think back then, I think when that No Way Home trailer leaked, I think they were fucking furious.
Right, but you're saying like they saw their effects, now they're like,
I think, but that relied on like the Andrew Garfield blue screen. We should disable the super chats, John.
Aye, Capitan.
They thank you guys. Whoever got the last super chat, congratulations. But yeah, I think I'm just beating a dead horse here. I mean, like, come on.
I hear you. I'm not disagreeing.
Like, yes, is it a conspiracy theory? Absolutely.
Sometimes they're true.
But you know what? It just seems a little odd. Sony's had a lot of fucking movies. They've had a lot of movies after No Way Home that are in their weird, stupid Spider-Man universe, and a couple of them are good. Like the actual.
It is always Morbin time for John.
Yeah, the Morbin time.
Yes.
John, what I get you for Christmas last year?
Got me a Morbius figure.
I got him a statue. I got John a Morbius statue because for John it's always Morbin time.
It's always Morbin.
We respect the name Morb in this house.
We do. We respect this bump.
But yeah, I mean, like if there was any giant reveal in it that was like a game changer compared to what we already know, we would already all know. You know what I mean?
I'm glad the trailer didn't give anything away other than hyping up what we already knew.
It's just a little bit of additional information on things we already know.
And seeing it, which is exciting, if it's good to see. But it's crazy to me that I think my big thing is you can never see something for the first time first. You can never experience confirmation for the first time first.
I agree.
And I think with both Steve Rogers and even Punisher, I don't ever want to see those characters interact in a blurry handycam signs video. You know what I mean? I want to experience it properly. So it's crazy that either Marvel or Sony would ever be like, this is the way we want it, even if it is causing word of mouth. I hope if this is the conspiracy that you have, that in the future directors are like, hey, that's not going to happen with my movie. Like, I get your marketing. I'm going to put it in my contract. You can't leak my trailer. Because I'm so glad I haven't seen Hulk interacting with Spider-Man in some handycam footage. I want to like experience it because that's like my childhood coming to life. So it's crazy they'd leak it if they did. But I hear it.
Sometimes studios do that.
I mean, it's different sides of the business.
Sometimes they used to kind of do a tongue-in-cheek version. We were asked to one time for I forget what it was. I think it was the Suicide Squad where they had sent a trailer early to like this almost. When I say almost never happens, I mean this has happened on one hand when they sent a trailer to us early, and they sent it to us early, and they were like, "Yeah, we wanted to kind of feel like it maybe leaked." I remember that was part of the talk.
Wow.
I don't know if I just broke some fucking embargo or some shit from like 5 years ago.
Well, the 7-year embargo. I don't remember what movie it was.
But I remember them saying, "I'm like, that's fucking odd."
Wow.
But then they weren't copywriting and stuff, and then be like, "Oh, they're not copyrighting."
Whereas
so
they're definitely copyrighting.
They're copywriting now, so that's what leans suspicion. I'm like, but that would be the smart fucking thing to do,
look like
to make it look real, huh? You know.
And then there's also the AI element. Like I heard that the Steve Rogers footage was AI, and then people went to the theater and were like, I saw it in the theater, it's real. So
that's
like,
a weird thing.
I think it's interesting we're living in an age that we won't have the certainty of knowledge until we see it for ourselves.
It's a weird world we live in where real shit, it looks AI when it's not. Like,
Yeah,
I
you've
heard-
asked me a few times about like, hey, is this like, can you tell if this is AI? I don't know if this is AI.
Yeah.
And like, usually I can because of lighting stuff. There are times like I'm actually not
Yeah.
sure anymore.
We almost watched a trailer here last week because I thought it was real.
You were so excited for Reptile.
yeah, Jason
Greg
Statham
was
in the
so
reptile.
excited. Greg fell for a full AI trailer.
It was
with
just
such
like
passion.
10, 20 seconds. It just seems like something Jason Statham would
You were
just
so excited.
Look that up on YouTube, people, because the thumbnail alone is magnificent.
Yeah.
But like we're living in an age where that's and what's good about it to me is that trailers now we can have that suspension of disbelief, and I think that's actually a positive. Like I was saying with Spider-Man, I was glad they seemed to be leaking fake villains. I was glad when the Russos did that Hulk scene in the trailer for Infinity War. I like when there's misleads. The only benefit I can see of AI is that there is that possibility of mislead now.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is, I mean, there's 99.9% negatives with generative AI, especially when it comes to not knowing what to believe. See the next election. But with trailers, I think it gives us an opportunity to be like, well, that might not be true. I want to go see it for myself. So I'm hoping, I don't know if that's the case with Spider-Man. I've heard it's not the case with Steve Rogers. But I'm hoping there are things like your Doom experience where it's not Downey in a green suit, like blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get more chances to actually experience stuff for ourselves because there's so much fake shit.
Yeah. Oh, well. I'm still excited for Spider-Man.
I'm so excited for Spider-Man.
All right. Well, that's that. Let's continue these off. We have a hard out. Well, I do. At 12. Regardless, I am leaving.
He's out the door.
All right. So let's give quality efficiency. And thank you, guys. This is quite a quantity we've had today. So
Apparently
thank
the
you.
mornings are the time to do it.
And also the topic.
Could also be the topic.
The real
Could
topic
also-
could be a big thing.
Didn't do trailers that people are mad at us for. Sure
Yeah.
are doing the topics.
Well, and I mean, too, this could be just a big old experiment and a way of, like, kind of, I don't know, casting a wide net for people who, like, I don't know, there are people who want leaks and there are people who are adamantly against them, and maybe we can play to everyone. I don't know. But you know who might know is Mike the Falcon.
Oh.
And
we did
we
that.
already got that.
No, we left off on the guy asking about Wolverine.
Okay.
There it is.
Cool. This one?
Sundar Singh.
Yeah. Thank you, Greg, for keeping track and doing my job for me. Sundar Singh. Thank you, guys. Been watching, thank you, by the way, for over 5 years. What do you guys think of the new Wolverine trademark that was recently filed?
I 100% think there's another Wolverine movie coming after that interview that he did with Cynthia Erivo. Did you see it?
No.
There's this clip going around of the Actors on Actors.
Yeah.
Where he was expressing how he completely did change his mind on Wolverine. He didn't want to just come back for a one-off. Like he said, like, I don't feel like it's done. I don't think it's done.
That means he's back.
He said he felt like after, like, he just changed his mind, and he was saying that with Logan, he said in order to get things done, he felt like he had to treat it like it was the final thing. Like things that he wanted to happen, that he had to fight for,
Yeah.
had to be treated like it was the final thing in order to get it done, which I
Yeah.
understand based off of
That story and
the
everything.
R-rated elements of that film,
Yeah.
because that was the first true R-rated movie, not including the Wolverine extended cut or whatever. That wasn't even that hard R. So yeah, like I believe that, and people do change their minds, and he seems like genuinely reinvigorated by it, and we know he's wanted to be part of the MCU for a long ass time.
And I want that for him if he wants
And
it.
then this merger happens just when he's exiting. You know, like it's kind of
Let Wolverine play.
He wants to be the part that does kind of like, I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Like, of course I do. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I can't lie. I'm like, yeah, I lie, but same time, this trademark does seem like we'll probably get another solo Wolverine movie. I just don't think he would be part of the new X-Men, and then that means
That's
we
the
probably
thing
we
is-
want to get a new Wolverine for a very long time.
I still think we shouldn't get a new Wolverine for a long time. I think that the X-Men,
But the longer he's Wolverine,
The longer until we start that journey.
Don't get Wolverine as
Right.
part of the X-Men.
now that he's already come back, it's going to be a 10-year thing until someone sees anyone as Wolverine, like already.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like maybe let him play
But
him again.
that goalpost just keeps going.
It's gonna keep pushing.
further and further and further, and it's gonna get harder and harder for him to keep it up.
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
I don't envy his routine. Like we were talking about someone losing crazy amount of weight in 7 months. That dude's 50 something to be in
Yeah.
that shape at that age is insane.
After a while, he'll probably have to stop doing like shirtless. scenes.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
It's just his skin.
I could see him, maintaining being Wolverine well into his. I could see him. Tom Cruise and certain Liam Neeson have proven you can do action movies and be the guy doing the
100%.
action well into like your 60s. I think he can maintain that. I just don't feel like he can do shirtless scenes after a certain point.
It's not healthy for
Since
him
the
to.
body is associated so much, the physique of that is associated so much with the character.
100%.
You know? Whereas like Tom Cruise doesn't need to get naked in Mission Impossible, but
Jack
he still
Reacher's
does.
got a leather jacket.
Yeah,
on.
yeah, exactly. You don't need to keep taking off your shirt, man.
But go nuts, Tom. Go nuts if you want to.
If you feel happy, go ahead.
Dude,
you
that
know?
Digger trailer is so funny to me.
It's an interesting experience.
I am fascinated by what Tom's doing next.
All right, moving on.
Let's go. Oh, Green World needle drop. All
Yeah.
right. Sorry, I'll always ride for Gorillas. Lobstar, thank you for chiming in. More Ron Joxy, my favorite duo. Thank you very much. Roxy and I will be back, I'm sure. Don't worry. We get
Ron
together.
Joxy.
It's the combined
Oh,
duo
that's your
name
ship
for when
name.
Roxy and I are together. We're also Drippy Moist. We have a lot of we have fun around here, gang. But Roxy and I'll pop back up in something soon, I'm sure.
But I think Trump taught us nicknames.
Yeah.
To get people to like you or dislike you.
Hook him with the nickname. Drippy Moist.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything on the schedule for you guys yet.
No, but some vampire thing will pop up someday, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then we'll do it. It's nice because I get to do something with like Tara and Roxy every once in a while. It's very nice.
My dream is to find a Boston movie neither of us have seen. I don't know if it'll ever happen. We're pretty thorough, but that'd be cool.
All right. Well, get on that. Suggest some Boston movies in the chat, people. Hannah Daniels, thank you for chiming in. Why is Marvel theater baiting us? Imagine Steve Rogers revealed, then killed in the opening, no leaks. Doom, unseen but deadly. Instant stakes.
I fucking hate that. I'm so mad.
Bring him back to kill him.
That's like fucking Terminator Dark Fate, man.
Fridge him like it's the
Like,
1980s.
I even started watching Terminator Dark Fate like 2 weeks ago again because we watched Terminator 2, so I just wanted to like continue on. And even rewatching that opening where they kill off John Connor, I'm like, this fucking movie, like right away. this just puts a bad taste in. Like they should have killed them all. They should have had these. I'm like, you still could have had that scene
Later.
but put it later.
Yeah,
like put it later.
it's a time
Don't
travel movie.
Kick your movie off with this and put a bad taste in the audience's mouth. And I think that would have done exactly.
Dark Fate
that.
came out in a very edgy time. That felt like such an edgy choice to open a
Yeah.
film with. I would struggle with that Steve Rogers choice because it would undermine all the things I had ranted about earlier and also be upsetting.
Yeah. Like killing off John Connor in the first 5 minutes.
Nah, man, I co-sign this. I want RDJ kills the Marvel universe. That's
Yeah,
what I want this
it's
movie
about
to
that
be.
time.
What I will meet you at is I feel like they should have done their absolute best not to reveal he's in it.
I agree.
This is one of those movies where you don't really need to know the plot.
Right. And I would have preferred to have some surprises since they gave us 30 chairs.
Yeah.
Well, and that would have been super boss. Like the one way, instead of advertising with all your legacy characters who you're bringing out of like what used to be pretty staunch retirements, now it could have been sick to be surprised with them at least.
Yeah.
Also, it would be cool to have Steve Rogers at the premiere, like Chris Evans there to support his friends. Then you find out he's there because he's actually in the movie. Like stuff like that would have been exciting.
That would have been cool. He gets like fat after.
Yeah.
People
Pulls a lovely bones.
Look, there's no way he would have. Yeah.
No, there's no
Yeah.
way. Look at Chris Evans. He's a dad now. He's
It's
just hoping
Fat
to dad.
Cap. Fat,
Yeah.
people love Fat Thor. Now we got Fat Cap.
Let's move on, please.
Cool,
I'm going to be the
cool.
guy who's going to keep saying that today.
Jose, don't worry about it. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you, Greg and Tara, for the Percy Jackson reactions. That rhymed. Loving them a lot as an avid fan of the books. It only gets better from here. Books 3 through 5 are peak.
I appreciate everyone who gave us a chance with that because we were. I hate when people say we were fucking chill. I'm like, I know we went into this and fucking this fan base is hardcore and we are not liking this show and we are being very honest about it. Like it would be so easy to lie. But then when it got to the latter part of the season, it got so much better and now it's so good. Like season 2 is so much better. And a lot of people are like, it was already great. And I'm like, I'm glad you feel that way. And I think it's now great. But it just took a while for my feelings to get there. So thank you to those who stuck on board with us and allowed us to encourage us to still be honest in spite of, you know, the way a fan base can feel. So thank you.
Absolutely.
And Sebastian's back.
Sebastian Yuntz. Regardless, if the leaks were, quote, planned or not, I believe this is the hype they've needed. I have non-Marvel fans sending me AI videos and theories.
Exactly. This is my fucking point. See?
They're weaponizing it.
Of course they're weaponizing
I know, I'm acknowledging
it.
it. I'm not disagreeing. It's unfortunate.
How many? There was nothing of their other movies got leaked. Maybe they did, but I don't really really feel like they did. I can't really recall anything. Like Spider-Verse, Across Spider-Verse totally had shit where they could have gone and leaked. And it probably goes to the exact same parameters of trailer approval and all these machinations. There's so many effects that go in that fucking movie. Yeah, no, I just don't buy it. I really don't buy it.
I think it is helping them in a way. I'm thinking about the user experience.
We don't like it.
Right. User experience negative.
Yes. Like, and I know a lot of people actually don't care.
I know.
That's the thing is
most people like spoilers for some reason.
The culture has shifted where they like this
right
now. And John and I were massive participants. I'm going to lump you in this, John. John and I were massive participants in the No Way Home, spoilers and all that. We were. And as much as I love that film, there was a part of me that was in the back of my brain that I didn't want to admit to myself. I just kind of wish I didn't know everything that happened in this movie.
And I actually went in knowing very little. Yeah. I did press on that film and still wasn't sure if Andrew and Toby were going to show up. Yeah. And that was amazing.
Yeah.
Finding your Christmas presents is exciting in the moment and sucks at Christmas Day.
Exactly. And now that's because we don't get Christmas anymore.
Yeah.
We literally lost Christmas because this is how we do things now.
It's just it's the evolution, and we just got to get on board. It's like we can be the old people yelling, or we just got to do our thing and fucking hide from it as best as we can, even though it's really hard to succeed.
Dude, I am so excited. I mean, I don't know if you feel the same way, but I'm really excited. Like, I'm trying to save up as much as I can and do this for the next 10 years and then go back to enjoying movies. Like, I'm so excited to not be plugged into the zeitgeist, not know everything that's coming out. Like, the act of watching a movie again is going to feel like I'm reborn.
Like rebellion.
Well, you see, because we do so much first-time watches here, avoiding trailers has been, and so sometimes when especially if I'm coming, it's like a season of television.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god, this person's in it.
Yeah,
and then when I'm looking for a thumbnail, I'll go to the trailer,
and then you'll see that
everyone's known for 6 months.
People,
it was revealed, and
yeah.
So then I could use the image in the thumbnail.
I mean, obviously, it's been revealed.
It's already been revealed.
And now we can put Chris Evans in a review thumbnail. Chris Evans can be right there.
I love having the experience of not knowing.
But that's the problem. We don't get that. I don't know. It's going to be fun to tag out.
All right, what's next on here?
All right, Hannah Daniels, thank you for chiming in. Worried they'll link Doom to Iron Man for RDJ.
That seems like the inevitability, right?
Now that Cap's back.
That is inevitable.
The way that, Steve Rogers doesn't come back for Doom.
If it's a sequel to Doomsday, if it's a sequel to Endgame, then yeah, it has to in some way. It's something with the snap, I think, of what Tony did, and then Cap messing with the timeline, because they establish a lot. As much as they're treating it like that, the TVA, we mustn't forget that it wasn't like Endgame. I hate the rhetoric. As much as the Marvel talk has gone down, even in my playbook, I hate the rhetoric that after Endgame it just sucked.
Right.
It's big bullshit.
It's insane.
People forget that WandaVision was fucking hype. I can't that was the first Marvel thing they had. It was their first show.
Yeah, and it was huge.
And every week speculating. It just kept going. And maybe that finale didn't deliver on that big speculation thing that we were all kind of hoping for, which maybe contributed to part of the culture we have. Regardless, that was a great show. It was an amazing show. And Falcon and Winter Soldier is pretty good. I think it's a really good show. It wasn't like the hype level of that because it got sandwiched between something else was amazing. Fucking Loki.
Yeah.
Loki season 1 was incredible with a cliffhanger that was bomb.
No Way Home.
Then No Way Home comes out.
These fools.
Yes. There's Shang-Chi is a really good movie. Like, it depends on the caliber. I'm saying the ones that are indisputable events. Unobjective.
No Way Home, WandaVision, indisputable events.
WandaVision, Loki, No Way Home.
Yeah.
Indisputable. That was after Endgame.
Yeah.
And so with that, a lot of rules were established of things that could happen. And then Multiverse of Madness came out.
Which was also a big event, whether it was good or not.
It was a big event. Yes, exactly. So... yeah, it's up for debate. Yeah, but the point is that after Robert Downey Jr. snap, after messing with time travel, after Cap going back, they've established that there could be repercussions for what's going on. And Loki season 2 was huge. I think there's a lot, and Loki's coming back,
right?
So they're positioning Thor as one of the main characters again.
And I think Loki's going to be a big power character. I don't know how much screen time they'll end up giving him, but we don't have a Beyonder yet. We could see him do something that's like a big power level character.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be important, and I think those strings are going to come together.
Yeah. So to your question, 100% they're going to give to Iron Man. I think it's got to be. Yeah. What if Howard Stark was
Von Doom, Howard Von Doom,
Howard Von Doom, yeah,
industrialist turned fascist.
They're gonna go to Ellis Island and see like the original, name before it got changed.
How did it turn Von Doom into Stark? That's a leap.
Just some guy didn't really want to do his job that day. Anyway, Eddie Rios is next. Thank you for chiming in, Eddie. We love you. Wishing you all a very happy holidays. Same to you. Loving the new setup. Do you guys think Secret Wars will be more 1985 or 2015 leaning?
2015.
I wish it was 85. I prefer 85. But 2015.
That's part of the weird talk when Russos are like, I got in the comics when I picked it up, Secret Wars. And I'm like, but you're clearly probably doing the 2015 one.
Which feels nothing like the original Secret
the
Wars.
One you probably are saying you grew up while reading,
It's really odd that they were like, we'll only come back if we do Secret Wars. The one that's playing right now.
Yeah.
Like they were talking about it as if they would come back for the Secret Wars, and they're like, we'll do the one that's currently in your comic store.
Could be wrong, but everything we're hearing seems way more the 2015 one than the 85 one.
100%. I hope we still get some images from the 85 one, though.
Yeah.
Like, I think we could still get, like, Hulk holding up that mountain. We could still get, like, some of the moments from it. And I think we'll still maybe get the symbiote suit. Mm-hmm. Like, things from Secret Wars I think will reflect, but I think 2015's themes and tone is going to be the thing.
Brand New Day has to pay off the symbiote suit.
I
think have to.
I think the symbiote suit comes in Secret Wars and pays off the sequel to Brand New Day.
You think so?
We finally have a Spider-Man movie coming out the same year as a movie called Secret Wars, and we've not had the black suit. It's fate.
I don't feel like granted.
I think Brand New Day ends with him going off.
We know where the symbiote suit originated from.
Yes,
comic wise. But in the movie medium, I don't feel like we need to reserve it for Secret Wars.
Spider-Man comes out 5 months before Secret Wars.
Okay.
I think the end post-credit scene of Spider-Man Brand New Day is him on Battleworld touching what's going to turn into the suit.
You're saying, okay. I thought you were, so it still ultimately is introduced in Brand New Day.
In Secret Wars. Okay. It's the concept introduced, but then we see the black suit.
I could get on board with that.
Because what are the chances everything lined up over the last 40 years that we get a Spider-Man movie the same year as Secret Wars and not use that?
No, that's fair.
That's what I think happens.
I could see that happen.
Because Brand New Day's post-credit scene has to set up.
I mean, they have to. Like, fucking, I'll never forget those fucking Venom movies.
Yeah, like, it's time now.
So
I think Doomsday is the post-credit scene of Brand New Day, and I think Doomsday allows Battleworld, and then that ties into Secret Wars.
Got it.
Because it's a year after Doomsday, and that's what I think we get.
Cool shit.
Cool
shit.
Thank you, Eddie. Moving on to Jamco or Yamco. Watched Avatar 3, and thank you for chiming in. The Steve Rogers reveal is nothing. A second of S.H.I.E.L.D., Cap's vest, and a black screen saying Steve Rogers will return in Doomsday. Showed pretty sure no actual movie clip.
It is something. I appreciate the super chat, and I understand what you're saying is that it's so short and not much really happens in it. The thing is the confirmation that a person is there. It is equivalent in some ways. It's like it's not as crazy as Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire showing up in a Spider-Man movie. It is likened to that, though. It's like once you confirm it, it spoils the fun.
Yeah, we know it's happening now.
Yeah.
So like he could have been one frame. It would have given everything.
Because the dude was denying it.
Yeah.
Even though we were all like, we know, just like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, like we know. But that's the fun is like going to the theater, like going,
is
maybe
he in it?
Not.
And now we know.
Maybe
a year out.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Now everything Chris promotes the next year is Cap.
I know, and he's been working his ass off to try to get out of that.
Yeah, truly. Every role he does is like the farthest from Cap I can find.
And the sad part is that, what was that interview question he had? Remember he was like promoting some film, and he was playing some actor. I was playing a character, and they were talking about like being a has-been or something like that. The interviewer like directly asked him that.
Awful.
Like the worst fucking question you could ask a guy in a crowd. Like
when you're playing someone that like used to be important, like you're doing that was whatever that was awful.
Yeah, terrible question. And
now
he's gonna be fucking living this for the next year.
and he would have, when hearing that, known that he was playing Cap.
Yeah,
like,
as this is happening, he's like, yeah, I'm playing Captain America. I'm playing Steve Rogers again.
playing a failed movie star because it was hitting close to home.
Which I don't agree with. I mean, like Knives Out it helped rebound Ryan Johnson. It allowed Daniel Craig to expand, but people love the shit out of Chris Evans in that movie
He changed sweaters.
He's one of the faces of that film.
100%.
So yeah, we can move on now. Thank you though.
Absolutely. Thank you, Yumko. All right. Oh, back again. Thank you for being so generous. Morgan Stark will be 13 or 14 years old by the time Secret Wars happens. Almost time for her to become the new Iron Man. She'd have Tony's smarts and resources. RDJ as her Jarvis.
It depends how loyal we're playing towards timeline.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to take place a year after, if it's going to be chronological.
Yeah.
Also, poor Ironheart.
You also need to establish the age. You could just recast and then let people like figure it out.
How many people has Cassie Lang been played by?
Yeah. And
Not enough.
Like they had that deleted scene, right, where Morgan Stark
Yeah,
interacts
that whole
like
scene.
an older Morgan interacts with Tony.
Yeah.
So now the Russo brothers have an opportunity to pay that off in some way.
Totally.
Maybe she's the one who could change Doom's heart.
Like Franklin changes his face.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, Franklin's in this one.
I mean, Franklin's got to be the heart, and that's why I'm worried about Morgan Stark even being in it. We'll see.
But she will be.
She will be because it's a Tony
She
Stark
has
movie.
to be in it. Do you think Gwyneth Paltrow will return? Probably.
I don't think she'll know.
She'll probably be in it,
And
but
she'll
she
not
won't
remember.
know what's happening.
She won't know that she's in it. She'll tell you she's not in it, and we'll believe her because she believes her.
That's my favorite part is how candid, like the actors who haven't been part of Marvel for a long time talk
Apparently,
about
she has
their
memory issues.
I can
Gwyneth
believe
Paltrow,
that.
like she after like a pregnancy, like she can't remember, and she can't like form new memories.
Does
she,
that
like,
explain all women and moms? Every single one
Yeah.
of them?
women can't remember after having babies.
That makes so much more
That's
sense
it. But
now.
she like doesn't remember knowing Tom Holland.
It's the brain.
It's the brain cooked. Because every time they have a baby, they get a piece of their brain.
That's what
That's where babies come from. Just get a little piece.
basic science, guys.
Guys, after 10 kids, you're brain dead.
Oh. No, that's terrible. That's,
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
apparently,
That's
I thought it was funny until I found out it was like a medical thing. I was like, oh, that's awful.
But you know, I hear like Kelsey Grammer or Alan Cumming talking, be like, "Yeah, I shot some lines. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you know."
Kelsey Grammer's like, I can't wait to team up with, and he just like talked about a scene. I was like, bro,
Yeah, you guys need to learn the game here.
new to Marvel.
You need to learn the game.
Yeah.
Well, what else you got?
They haven't sent the snipes to your house. Caitlin, thank you for chiming in, Caitlin. Bringing back Steve undermines the authority that was passed to Sam. Though his arc was done poorly, never felt like he got a true chance to be Cap.
Yeah, so we kicked off this specific episode. I don't know if we kicked it off. We talked about it pretty early on, that being one of the major concerns that I'm sure half the world doesn't give a shit about.
But even Thunderbolts was like, you know, he's suing us for the name Avengers. Like,
Yeah.
The Thunderbolts, our most recent movie, or one of the most recent movies, ended with Sam Wilson suing the Thunderbolts for the name Avengers because he's Captain America. Cut to.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot. Okay, wait. So there'd be Bucky, there'd be Red Guardian. I'm excited for Steve Rogers and Red Guardian to interact.
Mhm.
That part is really exciting to me because of how much Red Guardian's obsessed
Warships.
with him. Yeah. And Walker.
Yeah. There's a lot of proto caps.
That'll be. There's something kind of fun about watching all of them interact.
Yeah,
And weirdly, the one who doesn't fit is Anthony Mackie. He's not a super soldier. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that hasn't taken the serum, the only one.
The only one. But yeah, though, the ones who have and
Yeah.
are part of that program in some way.
And you know there's going to be a moment in Secret Wars where the Captain's America.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the A-Force moment, but all caps.
And then they'll grab Sam and they'll just dump like a big like Gatorade jug of super soldier serum on his back, and then he'll.
One of us. One of us.
But thank you guys for chiming in. Commander Stoltzer, Padre N7 is next. Thank you for chiming in. In honor of Rob Reiner, can you guys react to All in the Family, especially with John? Thanks.
That's a massive commitment. We appreciate the contribution and we appreciate the inquiry. Not 100% sure we want to cover 9 seasons of an old television show, but appreciate you.
1971. I've actually never seen a single episode of All in the Family.
Out of this too. Nope, this is not the movie. Never mind. I guess
1971 ran for 9 years. That's incredible.
No, I think he's talking about the Hong Kong comedy from 1975.
Rob totally.
Reiner
Yeah,
Hong Kong comedy.
There's no
Big
way.
old fan.
Yeah. I guess it would be the show. Yeah.
There's not that. There's no way it would be the classic American sitcom All in the Family.
I just didn't.
Certainly
It
not.
would be the 2022 movie that you were looking up, or the 1975 Hong Kong comedy.
I thought there was a movie version of All in the Family, and I thought it tied into Christmas Story, but it was like that family,
really?
but not at Christmas. But I could be thinking of a different movie.
Never seen Christmas Story. Hate Christmas.
Whoa, that
How
is
do you
an
avoid that
opportunity
movie?
missed.
I avoid that movie.
It's
You
on
gotta
every 5
react to
minutes,
that.
every
Jesus
Christmas.
I've never
Christ.
seen it. No.
That is
that's a
crazy.
reaction gold mine.
Yeah,
waiting
that's
to
like
happen.
actually flabbergasting.
That's
That'd be
a-
our biggest video of the year.
That is the most watched Christmas movie.
All right, well, cancel Christmas again,
Cancel
Greg.
Christmas.
yeah.
You've canceled 4. Time to cancel 5th.
Guys, I got 18 more minutes.
All right,
with
let's
you
answer
guys.
some questions about
Maximum.
answer
Here
questions
we
about a
go.
Christmas
All
story.
right, all right. Randy
I'm
Francois.
here to keep you yellow personalities on track today.
Roz.
That's communication style, not the Asian. They're not even Asian. You can't take offense to that.
Roz.
Yeah.
Randy Francois, thank you for chiming in. Roz Al Greg, unite the real 7 for an assemble reaction. More box office views than a DC Marvel crossover. And have a Jabby cameo. Cinepals Invasion.
It would be fun to one day do a giant, like a normies video, like all
Just
of
a
us
bunch of
there.
couches.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun.
That would be fun. Like something that's big enough on streaming, like The Day.
Yeah, or totally obscure. No one gives a shit
and then
about.
they watch for us
We
watching.
can really test
Dude,
if people care
Tiptoes.
about us enough to watch it, or really solely just relies. on
We
what
should
we're
do
watching.
Tiptoes. All 7. Have you seen Tiptoes?
No, that sounds like the perfect movie, though.
It's Matthew McConaughey, Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman is a little person.
Okay.
And he
his
plays the
knees.
whole movie on his knees.
He walks
And the
around.
movie is about McConaughey marrying Kate Beckinsale and worrying their kid might be a little person because McConaughey's the only tall person in a family of little people. It's the most problematic thing ever. We should watch it with 7 of us.
Say no more. That sounds
Tiptoes.
amazing. Or hear me out. There's this great 1975 Hong Kong comedy called
All in the Family.
All right.
We
C
use the
Black.
art from the TV show.
Thank you for chiming in, C Black. Cap didn't have the shield when he went back in time, but old Cap did. I think he got the shield from Sam in Doomsday. Does Sam die? That would be justice for him. Old Cap already live in Doomsday? 50% of the cast don't make it to Secret Wars.
Wait, hold on a second. Let's slow the roll here. Cap didn't have the shield when he went back in time. No.
He gave it to Sam.
Yeah, because old Cap did. I think he got the shield from Sam in Doomsday. Oh, because time travel. does Sam die? That would
Can you
be
imagine
semi-hilarious.
if they give him the shield? He's capped for one movie. Disrespected.
Didn't work out, buddy.
Killed. I mean, Anthony Mackie would have press for the rest of his life. He could just talk
Oh,
about
man.
that's crazy
It's like
work.
a Henry Cavill situation.
Yeah, I don't think they kill Anthony Mackie. That is
I don't think they would do that. That
That's
would just
crazy
cause a
work.
storm. As much as bringing back Steve Rogers is satisfying all the crowd that's like, no, Captain
Not
America,
my
not
Cap."
my Cap, no. This would really infuriate the other side. That would be very, yeah. That's not a winning situation.
what if Steve Rogers comes back and it's Hydra Cap?
That'd be cool.
Everyone's so excited for Captain America, and he's like a full-on Nazi working with Doom because that's his buddy Iron
Oh
Man.
my god! If they did that, that would be sweet.
Can you imagine
if that is
if everyone
they
comes
did
back
that-
as a bad guy?
Yeah.
like a Star
Yeah.
Trek mustache episode.
That would be cool.
All the people that died come back as evil versions of themselves.
That'd be cool. It's like that Mortal Kombat game
If
we're playing.
Player
If they
two,
surprised us with Hydra Cap, that would legitimately
That
be
would
sick.
be the coolest
That
thing
would
they
be-
could fucking do.
20
That would be
minutes in,
flex.
he leans into Doom's ear and
Yeah.
says, "Hail Hydra."
Yeah,
That would be
Cinema.
so sick.
that would be pretty sweet.
Because you
All
never
right.
know what timeline we're on. where
Now
we're
I'm
joining
excited that Steve Rogers is coming back because he's Hydra Cap in my head until I see the movie.
I just hope in 3 weeks they reveal that.
They put out some chairs. It says Hydra Cap on it. Now we know.
Oh, well, Randy Francois is next. Thank you for chiming back in. Dread over here. I am the law. No more smoking or you will be judged. Does it help the old channel to leave a like and comment on old videos? Happy holidays.
It helps on any video.
Any
Really
and all.
appreciate your contribution and asking that, and always do it. And speaking of which, if you're here watching this right now, please leave a like.
Like
And
it up.
If you're watching on playback, please leave a like. Leaving a like does help out. Thank you.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you, Randy. Jumping on into 258 Ronin 2, or just 58 Ronin. Hey, boys. Thank you for chiming in. First time super chat, long time
Hey.
listener. I've been watching for years, since before Greg had his Greek body, LOL.
Sweet. That's what I call it too.
My YouTube, you're in the Odyssey. My YouTube recap says I've watched 612 videos this year. Y'all make my Yeah, that's insane. In a good way, in the membrane.
We
Y'all
make-
make my anxiety and panic attacks go away. Thank you, love.
Oh, we might increase it because we hate people who watch that many videos of ours.
62.
We do not like that at all. So, no refunds.
Was it 612?
612.
I appreciate that, man. That's really fucking sweet of you.
2 a day. Almost. That's crazy.
Doing the work. Thank you so much, Ronan.
I hope you watch them all in their entirety.
Yeah.
Comment on
4
every
hours.
old video, comprehensive.
I really appreciate it, though, man. That's crazy. That is nuts. I swear to God, if you see us in person, any one of us, and you don't say hi, that's
We'll
it.
be insulted.
You're
We'll
dead
be
to
insulted.
us.
You better say hi to us. I'm serious. Fucking dead serious about that, man.
612.
Deceased.
You know more about me than I do.
Dude, well, you better catch up. Diego Guevara, thank
He
you
would
for
have understood
chiming in.
Schindler's List.
He would have. He's probably seen it before and knew how the character arc goes. I was assuming a war profiteer might be a bad person until they're no longer a war profiteer. It's almost like it had to go in that arc in the movie.
It's okay. We all have that experience someday or another. Diego Guevara, thank you for chiming in. Diego says, hi. Nothing to say, really. Just stoked to hear y'all.
Hey, Diego. Been a while since we've seen your name. Good
Yeah.
to see you, buddy. Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
Stoked to hear y'all understanding Schindler's List. Arc, it is very clearly divided. No right or wrong, in my opinion. And that's just an assessment of life, you know?
Yeah.
It is very clearly divided.
Yep.
I agree with you. Life is
Not my algorithm.
very one-sided.
Everything's very much like what I reflects the way I think and feel and what
Yeah,
I'm
well,
appealed to.
Echo chambers are healthy.
It's not one sided.
You want things to reflect only your view.
Yeah.
That's the way to live.
When I go to John's algorithm, it's a lot of like red text, white text stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of angry faces,
A lot of crying
A lot of
women and
pills.
thumbnails.
I like a lot of,
statements,
yeah.
bust faces,
Like
Yeah.
colored pills.
black backgrounds.
People sprinting with stoic quotes.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Hustle culture, John. It's
Marcus
dangerous.
Aurelius, you know?
I tried listening to Marcus Aurelius while working out the other day. It was like a month ago, and it was one of my most embarrassing moments. Like where I was like, "What am I? Who am I trying to be? What is this?
Too much.
Too much. Too much." There's a line. I found it.
Stoic Coy, thank you, Arc. It's very clearly divided. I guess this must be about the response to the trailers and stuff.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
BRB0123, moment of silence.
BZB, thank you.
Oh,
for the
BZ.
moment of silence.
I don't know why I can't see that.
It's okay. It's probably small on your screen. Thank you, BZB0123, C Black. Up next, thanks for chiming in. Steve was selfish going back to Peggy. Tony warned him if you mess with time, tends to mess back. He knew the consequences laid out by the Ancient One. Screw Steve Rogers.
It would be a cool like starting point though. That's the appeal to me about Steve Rogers coming back is the consequences of what he did, of
Yeah.
the thing he wanted, like the tragedy of what that would be.
Mm-hmm.
That is there's an emotional hook in the plot that I think would make it appealing.
Especially with re-releasing Endgame and calling it a sequel to Endgame, like having his decision at the end of Endgame
Yeah.
launch this.
So, you know, don't get me wrong, there's like totally pros that I could see of how they could make it work.
Sure, I'm looking forward to seeing them. I hope that's the case.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, me too. All right,
Yeah.
let's move on. Thank you, C Black. We got Yamko back. Thanks for chiming back in, being so generous today. Think Sony would allow a Spider Pool film in the future? Deadpool 3 made over $1 billion. Sony would be smart to allow Tom and Ryan to have a buddy road trip film. It's a sell.
I don't think
It'll sell.
I don't think any film is an issue for Sony. I think that it's just a rights issue and a Kevin Feige being like, I don't know about that, man. But I think
Doug. That's a
Ryan
no for
Reynolds
me.
would absolutely be down.
I think Ryan and Andrew would be a lot more logical. Like their vibe is so much more like they're also friends in real life. I just feel like if you're gonna do a Spidey pool, it's not Tom.
And they made out once.
And they made out during the Golden Globes, whatever.
Yeah.
It was real cute.
I can't wait for that to be exclusively on Tubi.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Don't worry, the Oscars are coming to YouTube, in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I already watched them on YouTube.
Do you?
I don't watch the Oscars. I only like watch
The clips.
So I like where's Conan's monologue.
Yeah. They know what their market is. I think it's smart.
Yeah,
but it's
and-
just odd to
And
read.
YouTube's the number one most watched streaming platform, I think now.
Yeah. It's crazy. We're big time, gang.
Yeah.
Speaking of big time, C Black is back. Thanks for chiming in and being so generous. I'm going to remind Coy and Greg they was doubting the film after the first trailer or when the movie comes out. Why do you all give Gunn the benefit of the doubt, but not the man behind the most successful studio? You guys hate Kevin Feige.
What are you talking about?
What?
I was like not a fan of Peacemaker season 2, and I am very skeptical of the approach of Supergirl, in spite of also being very excited about it. And with this one, we have also weighed out our pros and cons of anticipation as well.
James Gunn didn't cast Henry Cavill as Lex Luthor and pretended that it wasn't a character people would associate with another character. So that's why, I think. It's a very different scenario altogether.
It has nothing to do with the filmmaker.
That's to do with the Doom casting. I love the character of Doctor Doom.
Yeah, this is not an apples to, just because they're both comic book adaptations. It doesn't mean that's the one-to-one comparison.
And I have said from the beginning, from the moment they cast Downey, that I can't wait to be proven wrong. But until I am very concerned they've undermined one of the best characters in comics for money.
I didn't necessarily dislike Peacemaker season 2. I was just pretty disappointed with it.
I think
Don't lie.
it's
I have too much I liked about it to full on say I didn't like it.
yeah. I think that it's not fair to compare also Gunn starting a universe to where Marvel is now in a positive or negative way, because Marvel has had more hits than misses by a lot, and the DCU just started, so I don't know if that's fair at all, even where we are now, separate of those things.
Absolutely. Well, fight it out in the comments, people. Victor and Liu, thanks for chiming in. The Inhumans movie failed hard. It alienated the comic fans so hard.
I think he means Eternals.
And please ask Coy where I can get that sweater.
The Inhumans movie didn't have. There was a show, Inhumans show, or Eternals
I think
movie.
he means Eternals movie.
I love the Eternals movie. Also, Chloe Zhao's newest Hamnet blew me away.
I
She's
don't
amazing.
think Inhuman show did anything.
Yeah, even
They played that in the theaters.
it's so crazy.
That's
Just saying.
So that
In
must
IMAX.
be what
So
caused
that is
it's
clearly-
a
fan
movie.
divide.
Yes.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
I got this sweater from a small business in Burbank. They sell sweaters at Christmas in a little Christmas festival they do in the middle of Burbank. So I don't know if I can help you there, because I try to buy from small businesses, especially this time of the year. So it's an individual. If you live near Burbank, walk them streets. And then I did not see Inhumans, but I loved Eternals. So I don't know which one you're talking about, but I loved Eternals.
Yep.
Well, all
Not
right.
there with Coy on that, but I respect people's feelings on Eternals.
I respect your right to be wrong.
And Kumail Nanjiani is still buff, and I'm
Still
happy
buffed.
about
Held
that.
on to that for years.
He held on to that because he likes working out, and I'm glad he discovered that
That
through
build is
Eternals.
great. That's true. His life is markedly better.
Yeah, it's just so funny. Like, he doesn't just do it to stay in shape for
He's
a
just
character. He
jacked.
likes working out,
And he's huge. Like,
Yeah.
he's friends with Gunn, so he's at every DC premiere. And I'm like, that is a giant man. He's a big dude.
He is a buff man.
Yeah,
buff man.
real jealous.
Hell yeah, Kumail. And he was funny in that Ghostbusters movie. Dez! Thanks for chiming in, Dez. Hello and happy Friday, my beautiful rejects.
Hey.
If you were only able to see one of the 2027 juggernauts between the Batman Part 2 or Beyond the Spider-Verse, what would be your ultimate choice? Love you all.
Batman 2. I gotta say, I think there's so much Spider-Man content. And not enough Batman content. That just came out of my mouth.
You know what? I'm gonna go the opposite. The Batman is my favorite franchise right now because of the Batman and the Penguin, but I think if Beyond the Spider-Verse sticks the landing, it's the greatest trilogy in the history of movies.
Yeah, but if Brad Pitt's in the Batman Part 2.
Then I will literally die. That's the end of my career because I'm dead in that theater.
If
I'm watching-
Phantasm is there, I'm like, I gotta see that. I gotta see that.
If Brad Pitt-
I don't need another multiverse Spider-Man movie if I can only have one of these.
If Matt Reeves literally is like, I'm gonna make the most David Fincher Batman ever, and then for the second one's like, I'm gonna get his DP and his Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my
This
mind.
is just Fight Club with Batman. Yeah.
If they put two of my favorite things, if Brad Pitt's in it, it becomes
Bruce
the Batman
Wayne's not
2.
even really Batman. He's just a
It's
guy in a
Brad
mental asylum. He's in Arkham Asylum.
Brad Pitt is
living this
Dr.
fantasy
Arkham,
out.
and
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson is roommate. Yeah, Brad Pitt's in it. That changes everything.
He's the phantasm.
Standing on the top floor of Wayne Industries at the end of the movie as the city crumbles out the window. And a very
all for
interesting
this.
time in my life.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Alrighty, thanks, Des. We got Alec Rodriguez next. Alec, thank you so much. What would be a good tagline for the Avengers Doomsday poster? Here's mine. Doom is the victor. Get it? Because of victory.
Victor Von Doom.
That is pretty funny, actually.
Doom is the victor.
Who will
You
be
know, they thought that when they wrote the character, and they're like, hey, Victor Doom.
Damn. What would be the tagline?
Whoever wins, we're doomed.
Spell the Avengers Doom.
My favorite taglines are the most non-creative ones. Like, I'll never forget the worst one I ever saw. It was for, I think it was a David Goyer movie. I don't think I saw the movie. It's called The Unborn.
I saw that movie.
It's called The Unborn. And the tagline was, he wants to be born.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Good
On the
one.
poster.
He wants to
Even
be
as-
born.
Even as
The
a
Unborn.
teenager, I was like, that's a bad tagline.
I mean, it's unborn. What does he want? He wants to be born. It's a perfect tagline.
Someone
really,
wrote that and went, that
gets
about
the
spells it
heart
out. That about spells it out.
How about new mask, same timeline?
Yeah.
Same tagline. Sorry, new mask, same tagline.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one.
Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday. Doom is coming. They're doomed. You guys say that. They're doomed.
This December, we are all doomed.
Avengers Doomsday. Avengers are doomed.
For you is the most important day of your life. For me, it was a doomsday.
Hell yeah.
Avenge the doomed.
You know I didn't do a reaction to it, and I'm really upset I didn't because I have obsessively watched the Street Fighter trailer. I love that trailer.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
And I know a lot of
How's
people
Orville
are,
Peck?
I know a lot. I don't know who that is.
The
He's
mask
Vega.
guy.
He's playing
Vega?
Vega. Yeah.
Looks cool. I love that trailer. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it was great. It's
Yeah.
so millennial.
I'm
It's
like,
everything we wanted as
This
kids.
is what I want.
Yeah,
This
it's-
is the Street Fighter movie I want. Yeah.
When you're kids and imagining what a movie would be, it's this trailer.
Yeah, I hope it's as like wild and weird and
The cast
yeah.
is insane.
I hope there's a story to keep up with and it's not annoying. That's the one problem. Is like this could be a very
There's no
annoying
plot
film.
in the trailer at all.
Yeah, I'm like this
It's
could be
just
the most
stuff.
annoying film or the coolest fucking film.
Even
Yeah.
if it's an 80s dumb plot, I'm still excited, but I hope
Yeah.
there is a plot.
like I get when people say like this looks like AI and this looks fan made. I'm like, yeah, but it looks cool.
But a good
But
fan.
that's kind of what I want.
A good fan made it,
Like,
so I'm in.
How else would it look?
I'm in.
What's the real gritty version of Street Fighter?
Yeah, don't give us something that's plausible.
It's the original film, of course.
They already have an
Which
Oscar
is
winner
epic.
playing the lead. Like,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Like, how would you make sense of all these weird personalities from different countries fighting each other?
There's also like a beast guy. Like Momoa's playing. What's
Yeah.
his name?
Is it Blanca?
Blanca.
Yeah, that's not like a
Yeah.
thing you can just write into a normal
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. No, they're all like from different countries.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm so excited.
They're from the streets.
And they're fighting.
All right. Thank you, Alec Rodriguez. I got to watch that Street Fighter trailer. Sebastian Yuns again. MVP.
do a reaction for socials. It'll make Roxy happy.
Hell yeah, I'll do that.
That's what our life revolves around here.
Making Roxy happy.
I hope.
All
I know
right.
she's watching now.
Socials.
She watches every one of these.
I'll do that. And
That's
I'll
our
do,
life,
I'll,
Roxy.
I'll do
Yeah.
that and Digger. Why not? I'm going to get my Gorilla's Needle drop.
You can't say that word, John. I can't believe you just said that on air.
You know, it's me and Tarantino out here. What do you want?
He just did a whole Fortnite show.
right. Okay, here we go. Sebastian Yuntz is back. Have a wonderful weekend, gents. And Alex, if she's there, she's not, so she doesn't get to have a good weekend.
Yeah.
she can
I'm
burn
blessed.
in hell.
I'm blessed to watch y'all every day, and I'll never stop watching.
Thank you, Sebastian. Thanks for being our #1 contributor on this stream today. Really appreciate you. Thank you, buddy. And Dex, forgot to mention, that's a really generous super chat. Really appreciate that.
Hundo P.
Des,
Hundo
I
P.
think.
Des, yeah. Appreciate you, Des. We got Just Striplin in the super chats. Thank you for chiming in. There are reports that Avengers Doomsday could be called Avengers Doctor Doom in Brazil, and it's rumored, but not confirmed, that it'll be called Avengers Judgment Day in Japan.
I don't know why. Well, I do. Because it's Terminator. But I love that. That sounds That's a pretty sweet title.
It is a pretty sweet title.
That's a pretty fucking cool title, man.
Yeah, those are great titles. I'd watch any of those movies.
I think it's smart to. I get in other countries when they decide to call it something different.
Yeah, it's cleaner.
Honestly, it's sad they're not weirder translations. There's some really great weird movie translations.
Actually, I'm imagining like a Doomsday poster with like a Japanese style. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love those. I never watch the Japanese dubs, but I love the shirts and the posters.
I was gonna say I got the Japanese.
Yeah,
Devil's Rejects
yeah,
today.
yeah, like shit, like us Americans, I love that.
Creating other
We're
people's
never
shit.
gonna watch that shit in Japanese, of course, but we love the.
We're
Star
gonna
Wars
watch the Japanese All in the Family. Come on, why not? But yeah,
Now we have to react to that.
yes. I think Army of Darkness is called Captain Supermarket in Japan or something like that.
Do you know the risky business title in China?
What is it?
The actual title of Risky Business, the Tom Cruise movie in China, is Just Send Him to University Unqualified.
We gotta look up one of these streams,
That's
just
my
like a
favorite
list
one of all
of great movie title translations. The Hangover is called somewhere in the world like the historically most awful vacation ever or something like that.
Just send him to University Unqualified.
Anyway, Spidey Sensei 72. Thank you for chiming in. Christmas toys for Spidey Cat. Hope all the real rejects have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you.
Hell
Thank you,
yeah.
Spidey
Thank
Sensei.
you so much.
Thank
for being
you.
So kind.
Thanks for wishing Spidey Cat. He needs it right now.
Baby boy.
Absolutely.
He's a sweetheart. He's a super sweet cat. I watched him once for
Yeah.
a week while Coy was in Europe meeting his fiance.
Yeah. It's a big life-changing week I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's the sweetest cat I've literally ever met.
He's
such a
super
good boy.
sweet. Cuddled with me the entire time.
And you guys had just met.
He would call me Coy too.
Yeah, it was the whole thing.
But you're the new Coy. Like, you can talk.
What's happening?
Talking cat.
You're not leaving this room.
And I didn't profit off it. I never made money
Does
off my
Spidey have
talking
Eric
cat.
Roberts' voice?
He does actually. No, he sounds like Sam Stein. What's Ben Stein? He sounds like Ben Stein.
He's got the money.
Hi,
And then
Dad.
we got one stream
All
lab.
right, I think we're
we got one Streamlab.
We've done it. Let's go back to the Streamlabs, and then you guys are free. You guys are free to
Greg's
go
3
watch
minutes
more
late.
leaks. You guys are free to leak more
It's
stuff
okay.
into the
I'm
world.
keeping in touch with my wife to make sure when she's on her way.
All right, Michael MK Ultra. Thank you for chiming in, closing us out potentially. Happy holidays, rejects. As a kid, theaters felt magical, a special treat when my mom could afford it. Heartbreak felt good in a place like this. Lately, it feels like people forgot theater etiquette. Had 3 awful visits recently. Do you think this is common and adding to the death of theaters?
Yes.
Definitely.
I
I think beds are going to make that worse. What
Yeah.
we talked about earlier.
Oh, God.
I think it's really tricky because the next generation didn't have the reverence we did, and they, and the one after that, like Gen Alpha, like grew up in the pandemic where it was not, this reverence. I don't know. It's going to be really hard because there's also people making content in theaters. Like there's the phones out, people texting, people filming. Like there's just, it needs to be sacrosanct. Like the space needs to be special, and it's not right now.
There's a YouTuber who I love her videos. I think she's so good. It's like people, you might be misled when you see the thumbnail and title, like, oh, is this one of those like drama clickbait videos? But I think the way she scripts her stuff is like the equivalent of a journalist, and she makes a lot of the same points we make, but just like really well thought out and British.
Fancier.
Her name's Marina McBain. Her videos tend to do very, very well. Can you pull her up? She did a video a couple months ago. If you guys haven't watched her stuff, I think she's really fucking good at what she does. And she did a video called "Going to the Movies Sucks Now." Can you type that in? "Going to the Movies Sucks Now." And it is so much what you and I talk about, and she breaks it down.
Yeah.
Of like the theater etiquette and stuff. Obviously, I've watched it. So yeah, she's if you want to see a video that really encapsulates all the problems and why, she did a lot of great videos too, like 2 of them that are very in depth about the death of interview journalism, basically, and what influencers are doing, and all the shit we've talked about. But yeah, she does like a fully researched, thought out stuff.
Hell yeah.
And she's also a smart person when it comes to how to fucking get people to watch her videos with her titles and thumbnails. But then her videos itself are really well constructed too.
Sounds like our people. Thank you, Marina.
Yeah. Going to the movie sucks now.
There's a little screenshot for you guys.
Yeah.
In case you want to track the video down yourselves.
All right, my missus is on the way. We're going to have a night to a day to ourselves.
Get some Christmas.
So as we close out, once again, wish Tara a happy birthday.
Woo.
Thank you to all who've been here. We know we got more people here than usual. We tend to go live every Friday. We switch up the time. Thank you guys for accommodating. And this was a specific request for me, so thank you both.
Absolutely.
And
We won't be here next Friday because
won't-
it's Christmas.
It's Christmas, and I think the week after we might have something we shoot in advance.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
I think a little
because
preview.
of the way the dates work.
You know, it's the second,
Yeah.
so perhaps.
Yeah, but then we will be back to the consistency of doing this live again. And thank you guys who have been with us on this journey, watching us grow, not just in performance here, but also in the quality of the
Yeah, it's
like
changed.
literally everything. So thank you guys for an amazing journey we've had this year. And it's a very strong stream for us to go out on. And so many of you guys have been here every single week for the longest time. Additionally, all you guys who've been hitting us up about, we're one of your top % viewers of the year. That means a lot. And I'm really glad you two made that a feature. So that way you don't have to do the math and So thank you
Yeah.
guys for doing that.
And this pod is the thing people come up to me at least and say they're enjoying most, which means a lot because we love doing this.
It is really, there's something much more gratifying about how much more people come up about this than I love I love the comment of
It's
the
great.
reaction, but there's something more rewarding about
Yeah,
the pod.
because these
Yeah.
are our opinions and like our worldview versus like I like how your face moved to that movie.
Yeah, no, I like when people like talk about the reviews and stuff. So thank you guys so much. And thanks, John. Thank you, Coy.
You did it, gang.
And thank all of you. Is there someone I'm forgetting to think?
Our only off-camera employee, Alex.
And she's not here.
She's not here.
Shit
Rot
today.
Yeah.
Rot in hell, Alex.
And this is our first stream to actually be on time. We actually did it
We
within the
did it,
parameters
and
we
we
set.
ended on time.
What a way to end the year.
Peace out, Reject Nation.
An actual 2-hour stream.
There you go.
It is possible. Now we know.